you the best and easiest way to get involved. Firstly, Craft Price Drop isn't like a normal show here on Hochanda. It involves a falling price auction, which means the price continues to plummet until the quantity reaches zero and the price locks. Regardless of when you call to register your bid or added that item to your basket, everyone pays the final low price, plus your postage, unless you're a Freedom member. It's an amazing opportunity for Freedom members. Fantastic low prices plus no postage. Now, if you're not a Freedom member, you'll pay $4.95 postage on every item you bid for. But as a Freedom member, you get unlimited standard delivery on every item you purchase from any Hochanda show, including Craft Price Drop. Plus, Freedom members also get selected discounts and offers. So why not join Freedom now? Get all the Craft Price Drop deals here and pay no postage. Freedom costs just $6.97 per month. Just add that number 88888 to your basket and continue bidding. Craft Price Drop, the new, exciting way to shop here on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Chloe from Chloe's Creative Cards. We are an award-winning family company based here in the northeast of England. We've been working with Hochanda since the very beginning and the launch of the channel, and we've had such an amazing journey so far. We've been bringing you lots of fabulous new stamps, dyes, glitters, embossing powders, and we've got so much more to bring over the coming years too. Over the coming months and year, we'll bring you some fantastic new products to Hochanda. We'll be extending our dye range and we'll be bringing you some fantastic new stamps as well, along with our gorgeous sparklicious glitters and some fabulous new colours in the wow embossing powders too. It's going to be a brilliant year and I really hope that we'll bring you something that inspires you in your card making. Don't miss my shows and craft along with me on Hochanda.
Good morning, it's that time of day again. Yep, it's 7 o'clock. We're live here on Hochanda with another Craft Price Drop. Welcome along, great to have your company. How's it going then? Are you all set for the big day or have you not even started yet? Or are you kind of half and half? Well, whatever, we're going to bring you some bargains, that's for sure. Lots of great prices coming up, guaranteed. Now, if you're wondering what on earth I'm wearing, it's my Secret Santa. Lottie, who you'll see on Christmas Eve with Mama Makes. She was my Secret Santa. And we know I've got a white one of these. She thought he wants a black one, so that's what she's got. So I'm wearing it today. Rather cool, isn't it? Like an explosion of colour. Great to have your company anyway. Now, what is Craft Price Drop all about? Basically, we bring you amazing items from our vaults here at Hochanda and we slash the price. We never know where the price is going to go because it all depends on you. It could go down £1 or £2, it could go down £10, it could go down 20%, 30%, 70%, it varies. But one thing's for sure, everyone will pay the final low price provided you put it in your basket and you check out. Now we've actually got one thing in the show this hour that's my pick. I'm lucky I get the chance to kind of go through everything that's in the show, check it out and see what I think is going to be one of the most popular items. And this is something that's coming up later. We've got for you here a complete bundle and collection of cardstock, envelopes and also distress oxide inks as well. 6 distress oxide inks there. Now what would they be? They'd be quite a lot of money. Well, that's going to go to a fantastic price. If you want to have a little look at that, it's coming up a bit later in the show, okay? First things first though, let us have a little look at our Sentimentally Yours stamps from Phil Martin, because that's our first item. Okay, now we've got here all these polymer stamps. Now, Phil, of course, is known for his sentiments. That's why it's called Sentimentally Yours. And the fantastic fonts that he puts in as well. Take a little look at them. You've got the flourishing hearts. You've got the sentiments as well. We just wanted to say, I love you very much. Happy Valentine's Day. So the idea behind these words is that you can mix and match them to make different sentences and different verses. And you've also got this rubber background stamp. So there's the rubber background stamp that you can see there. Now these prices should be $35.97 for all three. Now let me explain exactly what you're looking at on the screen. You've got the item number, you've got the description of the stamps, and then of course you have the all-important price. The purple price is what you should be paying for all three of them. That's what the normal everyday price would be. Underneath that though, you see a white box. Now the white box is where you'll start to see the price falling. That's where it gets fun. That's where it really starts to kind of make your eyes bulge, because you can see some amazing savings there. Now that price hasn't moved yet, so we haven't actually started the auction. Underneath that $35.97, at some point beneath it, you'll see a stock availability. Now when that stock gets to zero, the price in the white box will freeze. The price will be locked, and that will be the price everyone is charged for the item. So we never know exactly where that's going to go. Could go high, could go low. Yeah, well, one thing's for sure, it's not going to be any more than $35.97. It's going to be below that. It's already starting to fall, as you can see here, £35.13. So we're trickling a few pence off at the moment. But as soon as you know you want something, the trick is to get it in your basket and check out. Doing that confirms that you're in the auction. You won't pay $34.71. You'll pay the final low price, as will everybody else. So the way to do that is to go to the website, hochanda.com, or you could also call us on our normal phone number, 01733 797 100. That will get you through to a craft price drop operator. Now, what stamps have we got here for you then? Have a little look at the sentiments first of all, because this is what Phil is known for. So these are all individuals. If I just turn it round, you can see they're all pre-cut. So every single verse is separate. All the words are separate as well, so you can actually put together your own verse, meaning exactly what you want that card to say. SWALK, seal with a loving kiss, with my love on Valentine's Day, my heart belongs only to you, be my Valentine, and so on. Little cherub there with a harp and an arrow. You've got the key and the lock. And then, next to that, you've then got all these wonderful heart flourishes, which of course Phil is again very, very passionate about and very well known for. All these little hearts, the little floating hearts, and the swirls and the whooshes, all of that included. And then at the end here, you've got this fantastic rubber background stamp. It's a great textured stamp for maybe your mixed media, but also, of course, for having in the backgrounds. Perfect. So all three of these should be £35.97. Now, this is our first plummet of the morning, our first Saturday morning plummet. Watch those arrows, watch that box. Where's that price going to go? £20.31. That's what we do at Craft Price Drop. 40% off the price. Now, if you're watching us and you want to take part and engage with us on Facebook, we would love to hear from you. Just search for Hochanda on Facebook, and you'll see that there's quite a few people there that join us every single day for Craft Price Drop in the morning and in the evening, and on the online version as well. Interact, say hi. What do you think of the shirt? Hello, Nancy. Nancy's in America. Sylvia. Hello, Sylvia. Sarah John as well. You're there. Kaylee's there too. Hi, Kaylee. Morning. All of you watching at the moment and interacting on Facebook. We really appreciate you getting up so early every morning. It's early, isn't it? Yeah, 7:05. Too early for bright colours like this, maybe, but there you go. Secret Santa. £20.25 is where we're at the moment. So at the moment, you're saving £15.72 off the price. How about that? Very, very good value for money. Even if the price stopped there, I'm sure you'd be happy. I would be. But it's going lower. No quantity on the screen yet, so that means one thing, that we aren't stopping the auction for a little while, so it may go even lower than you think. But get in now. Get in while the going's good. Get in while we've got the stock. Pop it in your basket and check out. That means you're in the auction. Your debit or credit card will not be charged until we end the auction. Until you hear the announcer say, price block. When you hear that, that's when your debit or credit card will be debited with whatever ends up in the white box. Want to get them in your basket? The operator can help you. 01733 797 100 or hochanda.com. That's the best way. Another plummet. The arrows are flashing again. We never know, I never know, how many plummets there are going to be, if there are going to be any at all. £16.29. That is £19 off. Better than half price. Better than half price. £16.29. That's what the flourishes look like when they're stamped out. Of course, you can put them in any order you like. It's entirely up to you. Beautiful stamped images every single time. You can emboss them, ink them, whatever you want. But I love the fact you've got these sentimentally yours sentiments. All individual polymer stamps. Karen, you've got them in your basket. Morning, Karen. Anne as well. You pop them in. Phil Martin fans. Stock up. get them at nearly £20 off the price. $35.97? No way. Not even 20 anything. $16.23 is what we're looking at the moment on Hochanda's craft price drop for a Saturday morning. Okay, how many have we got? This is your warning. The auction won't be long before it ends, because we've only got 9 left. Single figure stock for all of these stamps. 9 remain at £16.23. Best part of £20 off the price. You're saving more than you're spending, which is something we always like to say here at Craft Price Drop. In this instance, that's what's happening. Flourishes, they could be really anyone designing flourishes, but certainly when you see the sentiments and you see the fonts, you instantly know it's Phil Martin. And that background stamp as well. Really useful, great for your mixed media as well, because that is rubber, not polymer, and it's foam mounted as well. 60% off exactly is what you're looking at here for all 3 of these stamps. 2 polymer stamp sets and 1 rubber. 6 left. This is what we do every day, twice a day, on TV, 7 a.m, 7 p.m. We slash those prices to ridiculous levels, and this proves it. $13.33, 6 left, 5 left now. And remember, if you are a Freedom member, you do not pay a single penny postage. More on that in a second. 5 left. $13.30, you're now saving £22 approximately off the price, just by getting up, switching the TV on, having your phone by your side, and popping this in your basket and checking out. We are busy, busy, busy for these. Don't tell Phil, whatever you do, that we've gone this low, please. He'll kill us. He would not be impressed. He'd be there going, what? $12.67. We're into the 12s now. Wow. 3 left. Everyone is at the moment paying £12.67. And anyone paying postage at the moment? I'm not sure. No. All of you that are in this auction at the moment are in the Freedom Club, so that's a delivered price for all of you, which is even more remarkable, don't you think? $12.67 for 1 rubber stamp, 2 polymer. So many sentiments, 29 stamps for £12.67. The final one is going to Sue. Congratulations, Sue.
Price lock.
Brilliant. Everyone pays that final low price of just £12.67. That's our first auction. Done and dusted. Brilliant. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, I talked about Freedom a minute ago. If you're in the Freedom Club, you do not pay P&P. So should we find out more about Freedom? Okay, have a little look at this. This tells you more about the benefits of why you should become a Freedom Club member. Coming up next on Hochanda is Craft Price Drop. Let me show you the best and easiest way to get involved. Firstly, Craft Price Drop isn't like a normal show here on Hochanda. It involves a falling price auction, which means the price continues to plummet until the quantity reaches 0 and the price locks. Regardless of when you call to register your bid or added that item to your basket, everyone pays the final low price, plus your postage, unless you're a Freedom member. It's an amazing opportunity for Freedom members. Fantastic low prices plus no postage. Now, if you're not a Freedom member, you'll pay $4.95 postage on every item you bid for. But as a Freedom member, you get unlimited standard delivery on every item you purchase from any Hochanda show, including Craft Price Drop. Plus, Freedom members also get selected discounts and offers. So why not join Freedom now? Get all the Craft Price Drop deals here and pay no postage. Freedom costs just $6.97 per month. Just add that number 88888 to your basket and continue bidding. Craft Price Drop, the new, exciting way to shop here on Hochanda. So that's the benefit of Freedom. Join and just enjoy the benefits month after month after month. Okay, well, we started with some stamps from Phil Martin, actually. We're going to move on now to Just Right. Now, before we do that, my pick is coming up at some point during the show. As soon as I saw, you know what I'm like with anything Ranger. I love all the Ranger goodies. And when I saw that we had Distress Oxides in the show today, there's actually 6 different Distress Oxide pads, loads of different envelopes. Some of them are metallic, some of them are matte colours, and you've got a great amount of cardstock. I thought, this is going to fly. This is going to be a great, great auction. It's worth nearly £100, all of this. So it's coming up in the show. Where that price is going to go, I know it's going to go low, but I don't know exactly where it's going to end up. But if you fancy getting those, 2 of my favourite Distress Oxide colours are in there. We've got Shabby Shutters and Rusty Hinge, amongst 4 others. I don't know why I find that funny, but I do. So all those are coming up sometime in the show, OK? Right, now, let's have a little look then at our next stamp set. Now, these are from Just Right Stamps. Already you've got them in your basket. This is the way to play the game. So many of you do this religiously every day. You know exactly how it works. The thing is, we've now started this auction. The auction is live. That is the time to put the item in your basket and check out. Because if you do it before the auction starts, you'll pay $24.60. If you do it after the auction's ended and then you bounce back, which often happens, you'll be charged $24.60. But if you put them in your basket right now, you, along with everyone else, will actually pay the final low price, which will be in that box there when the stock gets to zero. Right, what have we got? We've got mandalas, lots of them, and lovely verses as well, from Just Right, made in the USA, born in the USA. These are lovely. Now, obviously, lots of the words there are quite solemn, sorry for your loss. But then you've also got some kind of joyous ones. Celebrate your day, hugs for you, hello, sunshine, thanks, sending love and smiles. But you've also got all of these fantastic frames. Now, none of the frames have the verses in the middle. They are all separate. So the benefit is you can actually use that as a frame without any verse in it. You can put maybe a little embellishment in the centre or a message or whatever of your own choice. You can hand write something if you wanted to, because the verses are all individual and separate, so you can use them with or without the verses. But what you've got here are spectacular mandalas. Look at the design of these. They will stamp to perfection. Swirls, real intricate detail, lovely corners as well. You could stamp those 4 times on a square card. That would be a lovely, fantastic, beautiful look, absolutely beautiful look. You can stamp them, then maybe emboss them with some metallic embossing powder. That would look fantastic as well. But what about this for a collection of stamps? £24.60 is what these are worth. That's what, if you were buying them off a shelf somewhere, that is what you would expect to pay. Not today. This is Craft Price Drop. We never charge you what we should. We always take it low. And a massive thank you and a happy Christmas to all of our suppliers as well, because we go cap in hand to them and go, have you got anything we can have for Craft Price Drop? And, you know, some of the things we bring you, quite a few of the things we bring you have been bestsellers from those companies as well. It's not like end-of-line stuff or stock that didn't sell first time round, got to get rid of it, anything like that. No, these are some of the best-selling items sometimes from the companies. So how we get them at these prices is beyond me. I don't know. Our negotiating tactics must be fantastic. Or just our suppliers are very, very generous, one or the other. £24.60, look at this. £9.99, less than £10. 60% off in a flash. A Craft Price Drop, boom, there you go, 60% off. Sometimes we take pence, sometimes we take pounds, sometimes we take many pounds off. And that's what's just happened. £9.99 for all of these. Mother's Day, prayers for you, birthday blessings, hugs, hello, sunshine, all lovely verses in wonderful fonts you can use, separate from the actual frames and the mandalas. But you've got those as well. There's a whole collection of luxurious stamps. Busy, busy, busy for these. Lots of you putting them in the basket and checking out. There's time for you to call if you'd rather get the operator to do it for you. Sometimes people prefer that. 01733 797 100. That gets you through to our call centre above my head here in the UK. Anne in Bangor, you're in. Diana, you're in. Sue in Weston-super-Mare, you're in. All of these people. C in London, you're in as well. Fancy these? I can just imagine those. I can imagine them being embossed with embossing powder, but I can also imagine them being coloured in with your fantastic pens, your alcohol markers, your water-based markers, whatever you've got. They are lovely, aren't they? Maybe die cut it out, decoupage it a little bit, different layers possibly for different sections of the stamp. That would look lovely too. £9.88. Under a tenner, you've got nearly £15 off the price this morning for waking up early, turning the TV on and joining us on Craft Price Drop. There's one at 11 o'clock today as well. That's going to be with Matt McNamara. He'll be doing that online at craftpricedrop.com, and then Janice is doing one this evening at 7. So that's your team today for Craft Price Drop. Again, search for us on Facebook, say hello, interact with everyone else that's watching us and telling everybody what they've got, what they've put their bids in for. If you're in on this auction at the moment, you're paying only £9.72, but it may go lower. We've still got 13 of them left. That price is only the final price. That one there is only the final price when we get to zero stock. £9.64 with 12 left. 12 chances to put these in your basket. We've got fabric coming up in a minute, and a fabric that has been hugely popular. Oh, look at my splat. I love this shirt, actually. Got a white one now, got a black one. It's like someone's gone like that to me. It's Leslie Wharton, who's on with Chocolate Baroque in a second. She said, Dave, wear that shirt tomorrow for my show. Okay. I don't know what she's got planned, but it may involve paint and ink and all sorts. So £9.56 is where we're at the moment. That price there, £9.56 with 8 left. 7 left. Saving you nearly £15 off the price. It's actually over £15. Jenny, it's in your basket, but you haven't checked out yet. Also, Sharon, it's in your basket, you haven't checked out. Alison, you're the same. Checking out confirms that you're in, confirms that you've got one of these. If you 3 check out, you'll take it down to only 3 left. Everyone paying at the moment £9.56. Is it going to go lower? Or is it going to stay at £9.56? 5 left, someone's just checked out. £9.48, it's going lower. For all of these stamps. How many stamps are in here? 22. It says on the screen, Dave. Thank you. 22 stamps. £9.48. Made for you. I like the fact that's in there. Putting that on the back of handmade cards. Very nice. Nice little touch. Made for you, and then you can put your signature. 1 left. Rosemary, you've closed the auction. You've just checked out.
Price locked.
There we go. Price is locked. Everyone pays the final price, which, again, just to confirm, is £9.48. As opposed to 20 odd, whatever it was. Oh. Right. That nearly went flying. Thanks, Katie. She brought me a glass of water, I didn't see it. Oh. Right. Fabric. Now, these have been hugely, hugely popular before. Let me have a quick sip. That's better. Right, now. With elephants, there's one important thing. You know what I'm going to say, don't you? What's the important thing with an elephant? What have you got to look for? To do with the trunk. Not the length. It's not about the length, Meg. Length doesn't come into it. Meg was saying it's got to be about the length of the trunk. No, it's not. It's whether it's up or not. Yeah. Trunk up, good luck. Trunk down, no, not good. So, importantly, these elephants have got their trunks up. I'm only interested in up. If it's pointing down, I walk by. If it's up, I'm interested, because it's good luck. That's what it means. Trunk up, good luck. Oh, hang on a minute. That's messing with my... I mean, bearing in mind, I'm probably the messiest person I know. That was messing with my head. Upside down elephant. There we go. Right, now what you've got here, these fabrics, you've got 6 1-metre, 100% cotton pieces of fabric. I want an elephant waistcoat. These are cute. I like. But look, trunk up. It's a bit like the tale about the bumblebee. The bumblebee symbolises good luck because it's not supposed to fly with the size of its body for its wings, but it does, so it's achieving the impossible. Elephant trunk up, symbol of good luck. I don't know if I just made that up. It's something I've known for years, but I don't know I can't remember who told me. I can't remember where I've heard it. Who told me? I think it was someone in a former life on a different channel I used to work at when I was doing jewellery and things. I'm sure that's where it came from. But anyway, I've always thought for years, trunk up, good luck. And that's what's happening here. You've got green, you've got pink, you've got blue, orange, grey and pink fabric as well. And actually, this is working because it's on Craft Price Drop. Good luck. You're going to get good value. You're going to get amazing price. Elephant fabric. So you've got 6 metres of 100% cotton here. $33.97 should be the price. Let me show you. What's your favourite colour? Shall I show you? Let me show you this one, the grey and red. Now, what you want to make out of this is entirely up to you. Heather's just said, and Heather's probably our #1 fan on Craft Price Drop. She said she's just used this fabric. I don't know what she's made from it. She says it's great quality, lovely, vibrant colours. Heather, what have you made? Send us a picky and we can show everybody else. But, because I'm intrigued as to what you make with fabric like this. I mean, obviously, there's a lot here. You can make a skirt with it. You can make certainly a waistcoat with it if you wanted to. You can make probably a blouse with it. You can make loads of cushion covers if you want to. 6 pieces of fabric this size. It's huge. There's loads of it. And from a distance, you don't actually know it's an elephant. I mean, that just looks like a dotty print, doesn't it, from a distance away? But when you get closer, you say, oh, cute. Elephant fabric. Actually, my mother-in-law's a massive fan of elephants. I haven't thought about this for her. Yeah, she'd love it. OK, now over a third off the price. We've done this before, and historically, this has been a very, very popular buy. What would you normally pay for 6 metres of fabric? £10 a metre? OK, maybe you can get it for £8 a metre. I'm not sure. I'm not really into fabrics and stuff. I'll be honest with you. So I don't know what the going rate for a metre of fabric will be, but say £7 or £8. I've heard people say that. Joe from the Mill Shop online often says that. £7 or £8. So if you're bearing that in mind, you're looking at about £40 for 6 metres at £8, aren't you? 6 8, 48 quid. Yeah, nearly 50 quid. £23 at the moment, which is making it £3.83 a metre. I don't think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think you'll readily find a metre of cotton fabric, 100% cotton, for that sort of price easily. Certainly with a popular print like this. I love the orange. The orange and the brown is lovely too. Heather's lining a tote bag, and she's going to post a picture when she's finished. Thank you, Heather. Lovely to see it. Be great to see it. But what about maybe a patchwork quilt out of elephants? Very nice. Yeah, because the theme is all the same, but all the colours are different. It'd be like a multicoloured patchwork quilt. Would look rather nice, rather lovely. Green, pink, blue, grey, and see, there's 2 types of pinks here. We've got a pink, and we've got a pink and burgundy. But they work together really nicely, don't they? I mean, I wonder how much of the floor in the studio we'd cover if I laid these out. I'm not going to do it, but if I laid... Katie was going, oh, God, what's he doing now? Yeah, if I laid them out, probably a large area of this studio would actually be covered with this fabric. We're down to £19 and 6 pence. I can put one on the floor for you. Look. Look at the size of this. Now, look, hang on. I'm 6'1". Look at the size of that. You're getting 6 of these. Oh, get down there, but I can't get up. I'm at that age, you know what I mean? Everything starts to creak. I spent my day off this week walking around London for about 8 hours. Loved it. Had a good time. Couldn't get out of bed the next morning. I heavily seized up. OK, you got your pinks, your blues, you've got your oranges, your greys and your greens. For £19, there's a lot of fabric here for your money. Katie, what have I done? Look at this. She's going, shaking her head. What a mess. I need sorting out. Sort it out. We've only got 17 left. Busy phone lines and busy on the website as well. Hochanda.com. That's where you can put it in your basket and check out for elephant fabric. Good luck fabric. Good luck doesn't come guaranteed. But I always think if you feel lucky, you probably will be lucky. Yeah, make your own luck. But a trunk up is a good thing. 14 left at $18.97. Secret Santa. In case you're wondering, what on earth? I've been splatted. 12 left. £12 remaining at $18.94. £36. We're nearly at half price. Show you the back as well. Hang on, give you a 12. That's cool, isn't it? Love it. I might give someone an electric shock if I walk past them quickly, so I'll be a bit careful. $18.91. 9 left. 8 left. Cheryl says it's a great shirt. Thank you, Cheryl. You've got good taste. Dave's choice is coming up. Oh, that's me. Coming up in a second. We've got 6 of these left now. 6 meters of fabric at $18.88. It's been a bestseller. Stock up. Get it today. What are you making with yours? Is it bags? Is it cushions? Is it a patchwork quilt? Endless possibilities. With 3 remaining, the elephants are on their way. Are they coming your way? Grey, green, orange, blue, 2 pinks. Janet, you got the last one. You closed the auction. Thanks, Janet.
Price locked.
Price is locked. Everyone pays the final price. Oh, it's my choice coming up in just a second. had a sip of water. Right. Dave's pick. My choice. Now, what we've got here, this sort of lot really excites me because it's something that everybody needs. But if you bought it individually, you'd end up spending a fortune. And it's a bit of a mixture, this, because what you've got is cardstock. Everybody needs that. You've got 2 piles of cardstock here. Already, we've got lots of you coming in for this. Now, I've got to show you, look. You've got 2, 4, 6 Distress Oxide ink pads. The most loved and talked about ink pads of the last year. You've got your Victorian Velvet, that wonderful light pink. You've got your Rusty Hinge, my favourite colour of all. My favourite description as well. You've got Brushed Corduroy. That's been used many, many times in our shows. You've got your Scattered Straw. You've got your Pine Needles. And you've got your Shabby Shutters as well. Shabby Shutters, love it. Now, you've got 6 of those Distress Oxides. Now, I don't know what you'd normally pay for those. I reckon that's got to be around about the £50 mark. Thereabouts. £7.50, £8 for an ink pad, something like that. Then you've got 300 envelopes in assorted colours. You've got different sizes, you've got different finishes. You've got a lovely lavender, a festive green, a bright pink, a salmon pink, gold. And the winner is great for presentation days, speech days, that sort of thing. You've got your square cream. You've also got your pale white, pale blue. Loads of you coming in. Then we've got, look at this. All of this fantastic cardstock in complementary colours. That looks a little bit like leather, but it's a pattern that's been printed onto the cardstock. You've got embossed detail as well. You've got that kind of bronzy finish to the cardstock on that particular pile too, but there's more. There's even more over here, look. Oranges, pinks, again with that lovely pattern that's been printed onto it. Then you've got that gorgeous golden yellow. So you've got a kilogram of assorted cards, 300 envelopes, 6 Distress Oxides. Not the normal Distress, but the Distress Oxides that give you that lovely chalky finish. Should be £99. This is Craft Price Drop. Loads of you have got these in your basket. Congratulations, because I know where this price is going to go, and it's going to go low. £54 first price drop. 45% off the price, so £45 off, just like that for all of these. Now, size-wise of the envelopes, they do vary. You've got, I think, 6x6, that's 7x5. Yeah, a mixture of sizes, but handy to have. And also, great to have different coloured envelopes, because normally envelopes you just see of white or cream, aren't they? But here you've got virtually every colour you can think of. I love the fact you've got the gold envelopes there. They are lovely. Very lush. Like those a lot. So, how many of you put them in your basket? Loads of you are in. It's going to go even lower than 53.34. Valerie, you're in. Anne in Eastbourne, you're in. Hello. Marion in Broadstairs, you're in. You're all Freedom members at the moment. All of this will be delivered to your door without postage at the moment. Free of postage charges to Freedom members. And to join, you can do that right now. You can do it at the same time that you put this in your basket if you want to. Just put the item number 88888 in your box, and then it will then charge you £6.97, and that will then instantly give you Freedom membership, and it will not charge you postage if you do that right away. So all these envelopes, all this A4 cardstock, plus 6 Distress Oxides. And you can stamp with them. You can use them, of course, as backgrounds if you choose. They react with water, as you've probably seen on many, many shows. You can do your kind of faux bleaching techniques with them as well. But I think what we love about it more than anything else is the fact it's got that chalky finish. Let me just show you on a little bit of cardstock here. Let me just take a piece of the blue. Brushed corduroy, this is. Now, we're taking the price down even lower. £52.44. 31 of these available. There's your brushed corduroy. Now, when that dries, which it will do in a few seconds, you'll see it takes on a totally chalky consistency. Shall I put all the colours out for you? Let me do that. Why not? I've got time. We've got loads of you putting these in your basket. This one is your Scattered Straw, which I know Bev and Sam of Be Crafty, they've used in their demonstrations lots of times. I remember doing that with them a little while ago. This one is your Pine Needles, which is obviously very festive, lovely festive green. What's this one? Shabby Shutters. They're very juicy. but they dry with a chalky consistency. That's what we like. Rusty Hinge, let's hear it for Rusty Hinge. My favourite of all, because it makes me giggle. There we go. And then lastly, Victorian Velvet. Love these colours. I really, really do. Oh, yes. Hello. Those are the colours you've got. Oh, I missed one out. 2, 4, no, that's 6. There we go. Can you see, though, that one's nearly dry now. And can you see it's drying to a chalky finish? All of those gorgeous colours. I tell you what, really fashionable. Really fashionable. They're all lovely, aren't they? You can stamp with them, you can do techniques with them, use water and faux bleach them. It's entirely your call, but you're going to get 6 of the Distress Oxides, 300 envelopes, and a kilogram of assorted cardstock, all at the moment for, what's it going to? £47.13. That is better than half price. You've got £52 nearly off the price of all of this combined. 24 left, and there are loads of you with them in your basket right now. Most of you have checked out, but a few of you haven't. If you could check out, that confirms that you're going to get this in the next few days. All of these people are in the auction. This is my choice for the hour. It stood out as being the most remarkable value for money and some of the best quality as well. Distress Oxides are the hottest inks on the planet at the moment, as far as I'm concerned. Everybody that I talk to about them loves them, raves about them, wants them, uses them every single day. Those are the colours you've got with your Distress Oxides. All I've done just literally is brushed the pad across a bit of paper so you can see the colours. Victorian Velvet, that's that one. Rusty Hinge, that's that one. Shabby Shutters, that's that one. Pine Needle, that one. Scattered Straw, that one. Brushed Corduroy, that one at the top. That was the straw one there. 46.61 with 13 left. So many of you have got these in your basket right now. Please do check out. If you haven't checked out, you're not in the auction. Check out. That means that you will then, when you check out, pay the final price that will, in a minute or two, appear just there in that white box. 11 left. My choice for the hour. Is it coming your way? Is it being delivered to your door? Imagine the weight of this. A kilo of cardstock, 300 envelopes, 6 ink pads, no P&P if you're a Freedom member. Single figure stock now into just 8 remaining. Good luck, I hope you get it. Put it in your basket and check out. Actually, the colours of the cardstock, I've just realised, coordinate, this is well planned, coordinate with the inks. I didn't realise that. Look, that one there, same colour as that cardstock. That colour there, same colour as that cardstock. The yellow, there, oh, very similar. Not quite a kilo now, though. Oops. But I didn't realise all those colours work, but they do. They work together so well. 5 left out of, we started with quite a few, didn't we? £45. You're getting, remember, the 6 Distress Oxides, 300 envelopes, a kilo of cardstock, 3 left. £45. Is that going to be the final price? Everybody that's in this auction, you're getting a bargain if it stays where it is. 2 remaining. 1 remaining now, £45, and it's gone. You've saved 54.
Price locked.
Price is locked. Everyone pays £45. Congratulations, one and all. One of our most popular auctions of the morning. Seamless. Right. Paper. From cardstock to paper. This is pearlescent paper. And gorgeous it is as well. You can see the shine, can't you? You can see the shimmer. Look at that. Wow. Looks like sheet metal. 50 sheets in total of A4 double-sided pearl papers in lots of different colours. You're getting, actually, 3 colours. So you're getting this wonderful cranberry. Look at that red. Isn't that lovely? It's so lovely to see it's the same colour on the back as it is on the front. You've got your silver, which has actually got a little hint of, I don't know if you can pick it up on camera or not, but it's got a little hint of lavender about it. Slight tinge of purpley tones, a little bit. I mean, if I showed you something white, you'd see the difference, but I haven't got anything white here. Then you've got your gold. Your double-sided gold paper as well. Does it give me a GSM on this, Meg? No GSM on this, but it's a lovely quality. You can really tell the quality of the paper. It's not wafer thin. It's incredibly. It's not cardstock. It's probably about. I reckon it's probably about 100 GSM, thereabouts, 110 maybe, because it's got a lovely thickness to it and a lovely texture to it as well. But look at the finish you've got on both sides. Gold, burgundy, and then this very kind of pale lavender. Thanks. This is white cardstock, so can you see the difference? Yeah? Katie, you're good. Thank you. So yeah, very, very pale lavender, but lovely colours. Great for printing on. Great for your paper techniques like origami and stuff like that. I wonder if I tear into it. Seems a sin. Look, if you are die cutting it, you haven't got a white core. It's a coloured core. Now you might think, well, what's the benefit of that then? Well, it means that you don't have an unsightly white line around anything if you're kind of cutting into it with dies. So it's colour coordinated all the way through, not just a coating on the top, it's actually all the way through the paper. $29.60 for 50 sheets. So at the moment we're looking at about 75p a sheet, I think. But look at where it's going. £17.18 for 50 sheets of pearlised cardstock or paper. 34p a sheet now. It's nearly half the price it started off at. So yes, it was nearly 70p a sheet to start with, now just under 35 for gorgeous quality pearlescent paper. Where do you get pearlescent paper from? Where would you go to buy that normally? And when you go to buy it, would you buy it by the sheet? When you buy it by the sheet, you pay top money. Buy it in bulk, you get the quantity, you get the deal, you get the value. £17.12, and it's still going down. Lots of you coming in, putting it in your basket. They are lovely colours. They all work really well together, actually, those three. But if you just want gold for maybe invitations to something, a special, maybe you've got a golden wedding anniversary coming up in the family, or it's just a wonderful colour to go with those gold envelopes we showed you actually a few minutes ago. Yeah, you could have maybe an announcement inside, printed on gold paper. You can print on this, run it through your ordinary printer at home, die cut it, paper fold it, whatever you want to do with it. A4 pearl double-sided paper. Burgundy, lavender, I'll call that lavender, it's a very, very pale purple. And then you've got that gorgeous, rich, opulent gold. £32.50 should be the price. Today, though, it's going to go down even lower. The prices are flashing when the arrows crash. No, when the arrows flash, the prices crash. Getting confused myself. £12.76. So it's nearly 2/3 off, about 60% off the price. Per sheet, it is 26p. That's ridiculous. Very good value for money. But look at the way it behaves. Just in the light. It shimmers and reflects. It's beautiful, like sheet metal. Behaves just like that. And this is probably the most unusual colour, because on its own it might appear to be silver, but it does have a tinge of lavender and purple about it, very slightly. We've got loads of you putting these in your basket right now. It's going to go below £12.76. We've still got 5 left, but how low will it go? £20 saved, £12.70 spent. 5 of you will be lucky. Just for the gold, it's worth it, isn't it? But this beautiful, rich, cranberry red, opulent, matte and layer with the gold and the red together, that would look really smart, really smart. 3 left out, £12.70. Nearly £20 saved by just putting these in your basket and checking out. We've only got 15 minutes left. Karen, you've got the last one.
Price lock.
That went quick. Nice one, Karen. Everyone pays the final low price of just £12.70. Right. Hang on a minute. That's better. Right. Where are we? Fabrics. Now, fabrics, whenever we do them on Craft Price Drop, always prove hugely successful. And we get some really unusual patterns as well, and I think these class as unusual. I've not seen them before, they're different. Perfect Occasions, though, have supplied these to us today, a set of 4, and you've got 1/2 metre by 1.12 metres. Each of those beautiful sizes. I've just realised there's a squirrel. I didn't see that when I first looked at it. There's a squirrel. Yeah. Hello. I saw the flowers and the leaves and all of that. I didn't see the squirrel, but he's in there. He's like a bit of a watermark effect. He's like a slightly faded brown, but rather attractive. Getting busy for these fabrics. You're liking these. I thought you would. And they all go together so well. This is what I love about these collections of fabrics we bring you on Craft Price Drop. Someone who's an expert in their field has put all these together. Now, if I saw 100 fabrics, I wouldn't have a clue what went with what would work. I would not know where to start. But experts have hand-selected these because they all tie in together well. You've got that purple in there, you've got the purple in there. The green in this one is in there. So you can patchwork them, and they're not going to kind of jar, or they're not going to clash. They all beautifully work well together. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. You've got 2 meters of fabric, but they're all 112 centimeters wide, which is kind of industry standard, isn't it, really? Now, if I just pick up this is called Autumn Leaves in this lovely purple. Let me show you. It's all well and good talking about size, but you need to see it to realise how big it is or small it is or whatever. Nearly a quarter off the price. Look at that. That's what you've got 4 of. That size times 4. Cushions, perfect for cushions. Has breakfast been delivered to the gallery? Not until later. So there's your purple. There's your brown. There's your cream with the little cute little squirrel. And then you've got that lovely pine green as well. Let me open up the squirrel so you can see him upright. There he is. He's nibbling his nuts. Breakfast time. Hang on, got a frog. That's better. Right. Let's open this out and show you. I love squirrels. We had a rescue dog. A friend of mine had a rescue dog that they got from Greece a few years ago now, and I've never had a dog actually, not full time, but I used to take this dog out for a walk occasionally because he was lovely, called Zippo, and I took him into the gardens in where I live in Bournemouth, and he'd come from Greece, and he'd never seen a squirrel until he went to the gardens in Bournemouth. He went about 6 feet up in the air. He just jumped vertical. I've never seen a dog do a jump like it, and everybody around me was going, wow, that's some jump. Freaked him out completely. He hates squirrels. Couldn't work out what it was. And then this one is like a pine green. Lovely shade of green, this. And there's not really a pattern on this as such. So they'll all go together rather nicely. It's all got kind of an autumnal feel about it, this collection of fabric. £24 started, it's now £14.22. £10 off nearly, bar 22 pence, for all 4 half metres. So 2 metres of fabric, including the green, the squirrel, would you call this burgundy or brown? Maroony brown. We're hedging our bets there with that one, aren't we? Maroony brown, yeah. I mean, if you put burgundy near it, it would look burgundy. If you put brown near it, it'd look brown. It's one of those kind of chameleon colours. Yeah, it's a bit of both. Because the leaves are actually burgundy, but I think the background is brown. Lovely fabrics. What are you going to be making out of them? Let us know. Show us. Table runner, that would work, yeah. That would work really nicely. Placemats, cushions, obviously. Lining, maybe. Or actually, if the fabric's so lovely, you may want to use that as the outside rather than the lining. Why not? Cosmetic bags, pen bags. Okay, this is the... I've done it again, Casey. Look, you lay it out. She's not going to bother anymore. Just put a pile in the middle, because that's what I do at the end of it. Ruin the display. Never been any good at doing anything like this, like making the bed. Always looks worse after I've tried to do it. Can't fold my shirts. I've got one of those things that, have you seen those plastic gizmos that you can put a t-shirt on or a shirt on and go, so the arms fold up so it folds nicely? Yeah, I've got one of those at home. Yes, yeah, it's the sort of thing you get off a shopping TV channel, which is funny, that, isn't it? My t-shirts have never been more neatly folded, but I needed that gizmo to do it. Couldn't do it otherwise. £13.86, 10 left. 9 left. For 2 metres of fabric, 4 different varieties, 4 different colours. What's your favourite? It's got to be the squirrel, hasn't it? Really cute. And it's a red squirrel too, not a grey one. We love the red ones more. 13.44. Do you remember Tufty? Tufty, the Tufty Club. Oh, I'm old. Fiona, do you remember Tufty Club? Yeah, Fiona remembers Tufty Club. It's a little squirrel. Used to have a little squirrel badge. I can't remember, what was it for? Was it road safety, wasn't it? That's what it was, yeah. The Tufty Club. Little squirrel. I've got my badge somewhere, probably at home somewhere. Okay. 3 left at £13.14. Loads of you have got these. The fabric will be on its way. You should get it shortly after Christmas. Karen, you got the last set?
Price lock.
It is locked. Everyone pays the final low price of £13.14. Chance to grab another. Thank you, my dear. It's only water, by the way. For now. Right. Nancy says she needs that shirt gizmo as well. Get in touch on Facebook, Nancy. I'll tell you where I got it from. It's a great thing. It's a weird looking thing, but yeah, it's brilliant. Right, now, let us show you our Creative Expressions paper pads. 2 premium 8x8 paper pads, Christmas Wishes and Damask is what we're looking at here from Creative Expressions. One of them's Phil's, there he is, dapper as ever, and there is the Christmas Wishes pad. Now these are 8x8 in size. If I flick through this one first of all, you'll see that the patterns on these papers are gorgeous. They are double-sided as well, if my memory serves me correct. Yeah, they are. And you've got 2 patterns, 2 different patterns on each side. £24, £12 a pad, but this is craft price drop. You know it's not going to be anywhere near that sort of price. So that's our first one with our Christmas wishes. Are they all Christmassy, or can you get away with... No, you could get away with that any time of the year. That's not just Christmas. I mean, a few of them have got snowflakes on, but a lot of them haven't. They have. Yeah, a few of them you can get away with all year round. I mean, stars, that's all year round. That's not just Christmas. Yeah, so I reckon probably 50-50. Half of them just Christmas, half of them all year round. So that's the first pad. And then the other one that Phil's got here is the Damask, which is from his Sentimentally Yours collection. Damask. So you've got this one that's got a plain background and a damask on the front. So if you're using that in like you know, construction or paper folding, it's nice to have a similar colour on both sides, so it kind of all ties in rather nicely. Very elegant, very sophisticated, Mr. Martin, if you don't mind saying so. Very sophisticated. £24. Let's get the price down. Where are we going? £14.46. Tenner off. £10 off. So basically you're now paying £7.23p per pad, when you should be paying £12. £5 off, basically, on each one. And these are great papers you'll reach for and use. And they're good quality. 170 GSM. They're all the papers, they're all the patterns. But remember, you do get double bubble because they are double-sided and it's not the same print on both sides. That would be a bit silly if it wasn't. £14.46, £7.23 per pad. We're having a busy, busy morning. Oh, Lisa Horton designed those. Morning, Lisa. Hello, love. Lisa's great. She's so funny. I haven't seen her for a long time, actually. Little rare sunshine, she. £14, 22p, £7.11 each. Okay. The heartbeat means one thing. We're getting close to the end of the auction. Here comes the stock. We've got 11 of these pads remaining, 11 pairs, now 10. Everyone's paying £14.10p at the moment for both. No P&P if you're a Freedom member, remember? Freedom member, remember? 9 left. Join the Freedom Club, get your badge. I haven't got mine on today. Mind you, you wouldn't see it with all this splat all over me, would you? It'd disappear. Okay, we're going down even lower. Let's take it lower still. Secret Santa, by the way. £24, £11. Better than half price. You've got over 50% off the price on these. £5.50 per pad. And by the way, Lottie, who was my Secret Santa yesterday, who gave me this shirt, I've now got a white one and a black one. She's here with Mama Makes on Christmas Eve. I'm doing the show with her. That is 10 o'clock, I think it is, on Christmas Eve. I got Ross, the producer. Got a personalised coaster. Yeah. Ross, producer extraordinaire. He's a bit. I was talking to his girlfriend. He said he's a bit geeky, so get something electronic. So I got a coaster with a circuit board thing. Yeah, cool. I think everyone did really well at Secret Santa. There's another shift though coming on tomorrow. So there's 2 shifts you see, red and blue. And it was, what was it yesterday? Blue shift. We're blue shift. Yeah. Because I work across both, so I kind of lose track of which one's which. But yeah, blue's favourite. Yeah. Until red's are in tomorrow, and that'll be red's my favourite tomorrow. Not fickle. And we're doing a red Secret Santa too. So yeah. Double bubble. Double presents. Do you know what? I'd have put money on it. It would have been knobs. That's what I was expecting. I was expecting a set of Craft Buddy crystal knobs. And if you weren't watching earlier in the year, you won't have a clue what I'm talking about. But if you were, you'll know. £10.88 then. That's where we are. £5.44. Last 2. Good luck. 1 to go at £10.88. It's gone to...
Price lock.
BJ. BJ. Nice one, BJ. You're in. Everyone pays the final low price. £10.88p. Thanks, Katie. Chin. Talking too much this morning. Mind you, it's what I do. Right, what have we got? Right, now we've got 1 die from Tonic here. I say 1 die, it's not. It's actually 4 dies in 1. For £21.49. See, what this does, this could be our last auction. Oh, it's gone so quick this morning. Chocolate Baroque and Leslie coming up in the next hour, by the way. Got some big save stamp sets with Leslie coming up soon. This, though, is a really versatile die. I love dies like this because you've actually got the potential to do lots and lots of different backgrounds. You've got one that looks like a leaf background. You've got one that is more kind of zigzaggy. So you can use those either together or completely separate. You've then also got 2 outside cutting rectangular edges that are slightly different sizes. So great for making your frames, but also it cuts out the aperture. So it can stay in the cardstock or it can cut out, depending on which dies you use in which order. And it will create something a little bit like this. There we go. So that's it cut out perfectly. But if you don't want it to cut out, you don't use the outside edge. Just remove that, and it stays in the cardstock. So it can be as wide or as narrow as you want it to be, basically. Very versatile dies, very handy dies to have. And that could be quite a masculine card if you're looking for backgrounds that are quite abrupt and quite jagged, that kind of tiger tooth look, that zigzag effect. And then you've got something a little bit softer with the leaf pattern on that one there. Over a third off the price. Is this going to be our last auction of the morning? It all depends on you, because of course if it sells out now, we've got about 3 minutes to film. Might get another one in, but if it sells out in the next 2 or 3 minutes, then that'll be it. That'll be the end of the hour. Pop it in your basket and check out. £13.97, £8 and a few pence off, I think it is. Janet, you've got the mini basket. £13.97 for 4 dies that you'll use again and again and again, because they're all completely separate. You can use that and repeat it and repeat it and repeat it and repeat it, so you just get the zigzags all the way, or you can do the same with the leaves, or you can put them both together like we've done on the board there, or of course you can just use the rectangles on their own, or if you do want that particular size of card and you want that cut out, you've then got the outside cutting edge which just goes over the top and it will cut it out for you. If you want a little thin frame, you've got that opportunity because both of these dies are slightly different sizes. Okay. Last auction, £9.87, better than half price. £9.87 is all you're paying. And no P&P if you're a Freedom member either. They're called Tonic Essentials, and I totally agree they are. Very essential. 6 remain. 6 chances to get into the auction for £9.87. These are your Tonic Essentials. 5 remaining, with literally a minute left on the show. Is it going to be the clock that beats us, or is the stock going to get to 0 just before the end? It's up to you. You've got less than 60 seconds to put these in your basket and check out. Hochanda.com. We'll be back doing it on craftpricedrop.com at 11 with Matt McNamara. And then tonight, Janice will have the 7 p.m. version of Craft Price Drop. Last one. £9.65 for dies. It should be well over 20 quid.
Price lock.
Gone. That's it. That's our last auction. That timed out rather nicely. Right, so we'll have another one for you online at 11 o'clock. And remember, if you do want to join Freedom, it's 888 if you're in the UK. You can order online as well if you're in Europe or in America. It's €14.97 in Europe, and it's $19.99 in the USA for a month's Freedom membership. No shipping and handling, no P&P to pay at all. I'll see you with Leslie and Chocolate Baroque in a couple of seconds. Thank you for watching Craft Price Drop this morning. We continue with more shows next. So as I mentioned, Leslie's here with Chocolate Baroque. It's the big save event for Chocolate Baroque coming up. Then we have Crafter's Companion, the one-day special. That is here at 9 o'clock with Fiona. And Tonic's Secret Santa, I'll see you for that at 10 o'clock.
Hi, I'm Barbara Gray from Clarity Stamp here in the UK. Teamwork makes the dream work, and at Clarity we are designers and manufacturers of, dare I say, beautiful, top quality and award-winning craft products. We are home to the very first, the original transparent art stamp. We hand make them here in Kent, and our talented illustrators are always coming up with new original concepts and wonderful artwork. In addition, we design and manufacture top quality stencils and masks. In fact, we also make precision cut reusable masks for our stamps. Since January 2017, we are also the new owners of Pergamano International, bringing together a wonderful blend of old and new parchment art. We are so fortunate to be able to showcase our newest and best products here on Hochanda, and to be able to demonstrate our art ideas to you, our Hochanda friends. So if you would like to learn more about Clarity stamping, stencil work, parchment art, both groovy and traditional, please join us, myself and the Clarity team, here on Hochanda for ideas and inspiration.
Hi, my name's Christine Emerson and I'm the brand ambassador for Spellbinders Creative Arts. I've been with Spellbinders for many years now and I just love their innovative style and all the amazing products that they come out with. Being part of the Hochanda family is just wonderful. Being able to share with you tips and techniques and to bring you some exciting new products is just absolutely fantastic. I think you're going to love the Spellbinders shows. I want to share with you different ideas and techniques, what you can do with your die cutting. It's not just limited, there's so much that you can create. So don't miss the Spellbinders shows on Hochanda.
Morning, hello, welcome to Hochanda. Great to have your company today. Great to see you.
Thank you very much. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Leslie Walton, if you've not met before, Chocolate Baroque, that's the show. And we've got some fantastic savings on all of the stamps, because stamps are what you do.
Yes, stamps are what we do best. We do other things, but we do stamps best.
Yes, absolutely. And if you're wondering what on earth I'm wearing, this is my Secret Santa. You asked me to put it on today.
I did. Thank you so much.
All right.
We look like an explosion in a paint factory, but I don't do Christmas jumpers or antlers, so I'm being a bit, you know.
Great. Well, OK, let's show you what Leslie's bringing us today then. But first things first, butterflies. Everyone loves butterflies, but I love this collection, Leslie, because you've got the kind of silhouette and the detail.
Yes, absolutely, and one matches exactly over the other.
Great.
So they fit, so I'm going to do a demonstration doing both those two very, very shortly.
Now look at the saving. Should be £27.98 for the two of the rubber stamp sheets. You're getting both of them for under £20, £19.98, and you actually manufacture all these.
Yes, yeah. Oh, yeah. All our stamps hand-drawn by a lovely lady called Sue. I do twiddly bits and things like that and fonts, and manufactured by my lovely husband up in the northeast of England.
Fantastic.
So it's all UK made, so it's brilliant.
And these could last you a lifetime. They're such good quality.
I do guarantee them. We do guarantee our stamps for a lifetime if you look after them.
Absolutely.
You know.
There's no reason why you shouldn't look after them, and they last you a lifetime. The detail in these is phenomenal, but the idea behind them, having the silhouette, what's the benefit of that?
Well, the benefit of that is if you just want to do a silhouette, you can actually do a silhouette, and then I'm going to show you can stamp over the top.
Yep.
But it's great also for creating backgrounds, so you could do just solid backgrounds of your own, ink 2 or 3 up,
Yep.
on one block even. You can get a large block, ink them all up, and then you can create your own background. And then, you know, I mean, there's wonderful ways of using them. This one by Brenda, she's actually made a dress out of them.
Who'd have thought you could do
Yeah.
that? That's amazing.
Isn't that clever?
Is that giving you ideas?
Yeah.
I think it might, yeah.
Yeah.
And then look at these, absolutely stunning.
Yeah, I mean, I always say about butterflies that really they are the most inoffensive image I think in the world.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you can use
I think
them for
butterflies
any.
and flowers are the most popular images in
Yeah,
craft, aren't they?
yeah, you can use them for any occasion.
Oh, look
you
at the
know?
silhouette, see?
Yeah, now you see this is what I'm talking about. Okay, so take the silhouette and use a very very pale colour, or create your picture on your actual stamp,
Yep.
and then stamp it, and you've got it all together in one go.
Absolutely stunning, beautiful. Let's just grab one from below as well. Look at this. So again, you've got the colour on the background, and then the detail, of course, that's actually been embossed with white embossing powder over
Yeah.
the top. It's superb, isn't it? So both
Gorgeous.
stamp sheets together, £8 off, only $19.98 from Chocolate Baroque, 725-845. That's our first offering in the show. Busy already for that. Okay, now the next one we've actually got for you is a pick and mix. Now, you can choose any 2 out of these 4. And pick and mix you can do on the website, or the operator can help you if you'd rather do it on the phone. 01733 79. No, was it 01733 602,000? That's it. 01733 602,000. I was getting the price drop number in my head. So pick any 2 of these for just £14.98, and that saves you £5. Now the options we've got here, Leslie, talk us through.
We've got Wish Flower, okay,
Yep.
which is this one here, and fantastic. Again, Sue's drawings, I put the words behind them,
Yep.
but you can actually take the words out, or you can do what I've done before, which is take a baby wipe and wipe the words out and just use the actual flower itself. Brilliant. Large stamps, as you can see. There you go, Dave, if you want to show them.
Yeah, and beautiful.
Because the
Do
inserts-
these need trimming as well? Or?
You can, yes, you can trim them up. I mean, literally, some people like to just use a stamp in the hand.
Right.
But, you know, trim round them, put them onto cling, put them onto a block with a sticky solution of some description if you want to. Or there is also tack and peel.
Right.
So whichever way you want to mount them.
Okay, so any 2 you like, £14.98.
So-
Let's show you the 4 again.
Yeah, so that was Wish Flower.
Yeah.
The one next to it is called Bird of Joy. Again, another beautiful stamp, which you've just shown there, was surrounded by the words.
Yeah.
And then the bottom 2, we have got the Mosaic Flower, and we have got the Captivating Cacti.
Now look at the Mosaic Flower, absolutely gorgeous detail in the background, almost like a crackle you've got in the background of
Yes,
that
yeah.
flower. And the Captivating Cacti is great.
The size
Really
of that
superb,
is
yeah.
absolutely huge, you know, and that's fantastic for doing decoupage. Can I just say, I'm sorry to my director here, good morning, we have just behind us here 2 beautiful 3-dimensional pieces of artwork.
Shall I grab them?
Yes, please, would you mind, Dave? And it shows you these, look what you can be doing with these.
Oh wow,
Aren't they gorgeous?
stunning, aren't they?
Aren't they fantastic?
It's like an enchanted garden, isn't it?
Yeah. So, you know, you can take it to any dimension you want.
And there's your
Great for
captivating-
colorists, great for decoupages.
There's your Captivating Cacti. There
Yeah.
we go. Look, £14.98. Then you choose any
Thanks,
2.
Dave.
You choose. It's entirely up to you which 2 you go for. You can actually go for all 4 if you want. You can pick a mix on the website. Just we'll show you how to do it. Just basically go to the show, and it shows you all the A6 Chocolate Baroque stamps. There we are. Look, just click on 2, select them, put them in your basket, and then you'll be charged that low price. There we go. We've just clicked on 2 there, pop them in your basket, and that's it. Easy, simple. There we go, there it is in your basket. You'll see a little picture of what you've actually popped in there, and then you'll be charged £14.98. Excellent. Now, next we've got a big
Yes,
sheet, an
yeah.
A4 sheet
Yeah.
of stunning stamp designs. A massive, one of the biggest rubber stamp butterflies I think I've ever seen.
Yes, yeah, absolutely amazing. I mean, this is great. You could even make mobiles. I know somebody who actually has made a mobile with this.
I can see,
It's
yeah, I can
absolutely
understand that.
fantastic.
Beautiful.
It does require a 6x6 block if you're going to use it on that, because it really is a big stamp. But there's all the detail that's inside it, which you'll see when I come to stamp it, or if you look at the actual insert that's on the front there, all the detail that's inside that butterfly
So
is just amazing.
all of what you see on that that sheet there on the packaging is what your stamps are going to do for you and what they're going to look like. They're absolutely incredible. That one there, that butterfly just there, for example, look at this card, just dropping it in. Isn't that gorgeous?
Yeah, and there's the swirl that's next to it as well.
Yeah.
And you can using that almost as your branch for the butterfly to hover on.
And then there's that background you can see on the left-hand side. More of a silhouette on that background, that rectangular background. And then the biggest butterfly I think I've seen in stamp is just there. The detail's phenomenal. You've got script also on the wings too. So phenomenal detail. Let me just drop a few more in for you. There's that background. How's that been done, Leslie?
So this one, that one has been done with foiling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, all different. You can get foil in a sheet. So silver and copper foiling, and then you can get a multicoloured one as well.
Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous.
And
look at this one.
Now this one, okay, is drawing round the actual size of the butterfly and then stamping your image inside it. So creating your picture within a picture.
Love it.
And this is beautiful. This is absolute. Look at that. Isn't that absolutely stunning?
Wow. Gorgeous. So this is only $19.99 for a full A4 sheet. We're very busy on the phones for this. I know you've got 2 shows today.
Can I just say something now? This is the only show I've got of this. The next show at 2 o'clock is a completely different show with completely different stamps.
So get what you see when you see it. Don't wait until later. 919743. Busy phone lines and busy on the website for this as well. For value for money, it's amazing. A full A4 rubber stamp sheet. You don't see those that often, actually. Certainly not here, anyway. If I just grab a few more. Oh boy, look at this.
Yeah.
That's very three-dimensional, very mixed media-y.
Yeah, and then there's this one here, which is
stamped into UT. Is that what that is?
Yes. No. This is yes. That's stamped into UT. Yes.
Gorgeous.
And then I love this one. This one starts out with as one of these little folded like this, little tags.
Yeah.
Look. And then if you open it all up, the whole thing opens up like that.
Like an exploding box.
Beautiful. And use all of those. And then some of the butterflies from the first 2 that we saw, the butterfly bliss and just butterflies, are the smaller ones here, so they all match as well, so it all tones in.
Do you know what? I love the dimension on this one. That's just an angle of a butterfly you don't very often see.
Yeah.
That one there. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
$19.99, £5 off then. It is the big save, of course. 919743 gets you your A4 sheet. Now, next we've got, I shall be your...
Wings.
So these are all feathers.
All feathers, yeah.
And of course, the artistic license with feathers, you can really kind of go for it, can't you?
Absolutely,
And decorate them however you want.
Yes, there's some traditional ones in there in the middle, and then we've also got top and bottom. We've got a couple of what I call Zentangle ones that have already been doodled and worked into. But again, you can just do all sorts of things. And look, if you want to create your own.
Oh, your own dream catcher.
Yes.
Love it. But you can, of course, cut these feathers out. They're quite easy to cut out as well if you want to.
Yeah.
How's that been done? That looks almost metal.
This one is with the soft relief paste that we often bring.
Oh, right.
And it's been left overnight on the stamp, and then you pull it off the stamp and cut it out.
Love it.
And then
so many ways of using your stamps, there really is. And then look at this, with the word dream and then floating feathers in the background. I mean, feathers can be for sympathy, but they can also be for joy. They kind of cross all the genres.
And talking about sympathy, this one, when I first saw this one, it actually broke my heart, because I think that it says thinking of you. Look at that.
Oh, beautiful.
Isn't that just stunning?
Tumbling feathers, like that a lot. Very sophisticated.
Yeah.
There you've got something a little bit more, almost kind of tribal about it there. Yeah. And then this one with the white embossing, look at that.
Yeah, white embossing and brusho. So, you know, you can use them individually.
Yep.
You can create a background with them. They are just versatile, flowers, feathers, I think are just, great. And they would work with the butterflies as well, because you could have those as a background.
Absolutely. $13.99. You've got a £3 saving on this one, and that's 467556 if you like your feathers. Some other items that are on the show as well. We'll show them to you live a little bit later on. We've got our designer papers backed by popular demand.
Oh gosh, there's not many. I think it's very limited. I think.
Yeah, very low stock.
Because we can't do any more at the moment.
These probably will not be in the later show today. So if you do want to get hold of these are designed by Leslie as well for £9.99. They're incredibly well put together and thought through papers, perfect for using with the chocolate baroque stamps, obviously. And they are 8x8. You've got 36 sheets, and they're only $9.99. These have got a habit of selling out very fast. So if you want to add those into your basket, do it sooner rather than later. 532158 if you want those. And a few other items that you may want to pop in your basket as well. We've got handmade flowers. Now, these have got a great story because they're actually handmade in India, aren't they?
Yes, they are. These are made by ladies in India who actually get paid a proper wage, a fair wage. They started out with just one village, and now there is a collection of 20. There's over 2,000 ladies do all this, and they pay all the money that they earn, they pay for the education for themselves to go further, and also for the children.
Right.
It's a huge collective that is it's a fantastic ethic, which we love.
It's very ethical, which is the main
Absolutely,
thing.
yes.
So you're looking at Handmade Flowers here. This is Moonlight. It's £9.97. We've got a big saving on this, £8 off.
Yeah.
So under a £10 note for all three of those.
This is our Christmas gift to you.
Then you've got the succulents, which are £9.97 as well. Again, £8 off. And that's the Little Birdie Handmade Flowers. And then you've got the mint colour, finally, as well. Or maybe you'd like to go for all three of them. It's up to you, because then you'll obviously treble your savings as well, won't you? £9.97 for all three of those. That's going to be a popular one with that colour, I'm sure.
Oh, that colour. And you can actually colour them up when we get down there and see some of the artwork later on. You can actually change the colours off them with sprays and inks as well. So they're very, very versatile.
Check out the website. You'll see everything else from Chocolate Baroque as well. Right, now, we are busy for our A4 stamp sheet that's got the biggest butterfly stamp I think I've
I'm
ever
about
seen.
to just test it. Do a very, very quick demonstration of this, but I want to show you that we can actually use it with some of the pattern papers that we've got. So, big stamp. Okay, how do I ink it up? Well, the thing to do with it is to actually run your ink pad over it first. So, kind of glide your ink pad over it, and that means you get a coverage of ink to start with, and then you just do light tapping, and that way you're not going to miss any bits and pieces of it.
Okay.
When it's such a large stamp, it's very easy to miss that.
Are there any other kind of stamping techniques when you're dealing with a stamp that sort of size?
Yes, I always stamp with a stamp this size. I always stamp sideways. I never stamp long ways on vertical. I always do it horizontal. It's much easier. And the second thing is to do is to start from the middle and work your way out, because most pressure you need is in the middle.
Will that work on a stamping platform as well? Big stamp
Yes,
like
it will.
that?
It will. Yes, it'll work. It does. Works no problem on a big stamping platform. Again, allow if you've got it. If you've got it, mine's mounted already on the cling, but just mic up. Just make sure you adjust your stamping platform accordingly.
Sure.
But yes, it'll work no problem in
Now,
there.
I've got to let you know, the designer papers that you always love, 40% of the stock is gone. So maybe you bought them before and you've run out, or you want to stock up just so you don't run out, then get them now, because they're not going to be in the latest show, I don't think. $19.99 is the... Sorry, $9.99 for all the papers on the bottom of the screen. There we go, 36 sheets.
Okay, so this is one of the ones. This is one of the plain ones out of them. That's its matching friend, which is out of it. But also, each one I've done is that you have a design in one of the corners, and then there's a plain matching one with the design moving. Because I've often had said I would like to have a paper. Oh, if it didn't have that in the corner, if it didn't have those words on it. So I've done it that way. So you've also got the paper to match.
Okay, great.
And there's nothing better. With this has been such a big stamp. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to stamp it across the corner. Okay, so you see I'm starting in the middle. Okay, and you can turn it round. Don't take your hand off it, but you can kind of turn it round if you've got it on a glass mat, and kind of press evenly. Always keep one hand on, otherwise it might jump.
Right.
And then you get that double vision. So you don't need to press so hard on the outside, otherwise you'll splay the stamp, and that's where you get sometimes double edges. Allow the ink to soak in as well, depending on the paper you've got, and then hopefully, how's that?
Oh, wow. That's beautiful. Now, what ink have you used? VersaFine?
I have used VersaFine. Now, for all this is a semi-satin paper, VersaFine will work on this. Just allow it to dry a little bit.
Yeah.
Or use my blotting technique, which I do on copy paper. And the other thing I wanted to show you about this, but you see all the detail. There's flowers in there, there's words in there, there's all sorts of things inside that big stamp. What I've then done is I've gone and cut it out. But on these papers, if you wanted to accent it up very quickly, okay, I'm just taking some of the watercolor paints that I bring to the show, and I'm just going to very, very quickly, and you'll see how well this covers and just adds you a bit of interest.
Nice.
So that's all you need to do. Not all of it, just pick up some of the colour of the paper you've got underneath, and that's all you need to do.
Oh, to be honest with you, the paper itself is so beautiful,
Yeah.
you may not want to add
You may not
colour
want to,
it,
but if you want to
do,
add a couple of accents,
Yep.
and I'm just going to do one more, because I'm going to take some of the lemon that's here, and then we will go on to another demonstration, etc. But look at this, look, you just can add your own, and you just change it again, and the designer paper's still showing from underneath.
See, I was thinking the papers were for backgrounds, but no, not at all. You can
No.
actually use them.
Yeah.
If you're not very good at colouring, or you think your colouring doesn't
And
look
then
that great, use the papers for that.
There's its corresponding paper, look. How about that?
Perfect. That works a treat, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's remind you of what we've used then in that demo. A patchwork butterfly, Nearly a quarter of the entire stock is gone.
Wow.
This is an incredible A4 sheet that you're looking at here. £5 off the price. You've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 images on there. Obviously, cut them out. That's the first thing you do when you get your rubber stamps home, and then they should last you a lifetime, as we said before. But I think my favourite, I love the big butterfly that you've just used, but the one at the top there.
You like the sideways stuff?
Yeah, it's different, because normally you see butterflies, you can see one butterfly, see them all sort of thing, but that design at the top there, very different, very unusual. It's in mid-flight. I like that a lot. And of course the background that's there as well, that silhouette background, stunning. So if you want that, going very, very fast.
That done over the designer papers, then the designer paper colour would show through.
Yeah.
So the flowers would be already coloured.
Well, the inevitable is about to happen. We're limited stock on the designer papers, 8x8s, 36 sheets at £9.99.
Wow.
They're about to go any minute, and we haven't got any more until the new year. So 532158, grab them while we've got them. Brilliant.
Okay, right. So now I'm going to use the other butterflies from the Just Butterflies and the combination of the 2 DLs here.
These two.
Yeah. Okay.
This is going to open up a whole level of possibilities for you, because you've actually got exactly the same size.
No, I'm sorry. Sorry, Dad. We changed demos. This is what I was going to do.
Okay.
Sorry.
It's all right. Which one have you used?
Can we go to the wish flower? I do apologise.
Yeah. Wish flower. That's fine.
Yes. Yeah. We had a discussion. We always have a meeting before we start this, so we all know what we're going to be doing through the show. Obviously, except me. So
which one's the wish flower?
We're doing the wish flower, which is that one.
That
yes,
one there.
the pick and mix one.
Okay,
yes.
so this is one of the pick and mixes, and this has got the lovely font as well on there too. So that's the wish flower. One of the pick and mixes out of 4. You can choose any 2 out of the 4 for just £14.98. So that's the wish flower. Okay.
So what I want to show you today is something a little bit in a different stage. So what I've done is I've taken a piece of A4 paper, and you can get all of this out of a piece of A4 card, I should say. The sheets, our designer sheets, are actually 8x8.
Designer papers have just gone.
Sorry, I'm using them in this, but I'm actually using the wish flower. Okay. And doing similarly what I did before, I'm going to make the background with the large wish flower. So, I'll get that out of here. Will be the last one you pick up, Leslie. Of course it is. Now again, this is a very large stamp, as you can see. Look at that. Please ignore the colour of mine. I do clean them, but
but they're well loved and well used.
They are well, and this is a good thing to show actually, because people think, oh, if your stamp isn't clean, then you won't get a good image.
Also, just can we have a little look at how much rubber you've left around the image? You don't get too close, do you?
No.
You need, what, a couple of mil?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Right.
And the reason for that is if you get too close, you can do what's known as undercut the image.
Right.
And what happens then is there's no rubber to support the image itself, and then it won't stamp correctly.
Right.
So you need, and if you do get a little bit of edging with your ink, you can just take a baby wipe and clean it off.
Okay.
So, as I say, what I wanted to say about this was that for all it has been cleaned several times. Even if it does look grubby, it does not affect the stamping of the image.
Right.
So I'm going to put this square. Actually, I should have put it on my square block. I'm going to have to try and judge this now, because my square block actually fits into that quite neatly.
Right.
So it lines up well. So here goes.
I've got faith.
There we go. Now again, I should turn that round, because again, it's easier to go up and down than it is to try and go vertical. And hopefully we have got... There we go.
Oh, look at this.
How's
That's
that?
so crisp. Absolutely flawless.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Now you could colour that, paint that, etc. I'm going to leave that to dry and go now.
And also,
now,
if you don't necessarily want the verse there, you could easily mask that off, couldn't you?
you can mask it off, or you can do, my technique would be, if I just put it back on there, if I was to take a baby white look, pull away from it, pull away from the main image. Don't try cleaning across. So you go that way and you pull out that way across, and that way there's still enough room between the words for you to be able to take all that out and just have the flower.
Right, right.
A lot of girls, actually, with our samples, they actually stamp the whole lot and then they cut round it and cut the words out, and then had the words to go onto the stamp as well. Right, so I have now got a piece of card. I want that back, actually. Okay, because I'm actually going to now ink this up again.
Right.
And stamp in the middle. Now this is where I'm actually going to show you the technique, because I only want the middle centre of the flowers. I don't want the words or anything else. So I'm actually going to take my baby wipe, as I said, and I'm going to take out all of that, because I don't want any of that. I only want the flowers.
Could you put like a little bit of paper over it to mask
You
it that
could. You
way?
could put masking. You could put masking tissue over it. You could also use masking tape and tape it across that way. That would work fine too. But all I'm wanting to pick out at the moment is just the words. Because I'm actually not going to stamp on that. I'm going to stamp on paper.
Right.
And I'm going to come back and do the middle one. So I want to show. This is just a continuation of what I've been doing. And the reason I'm doing this is because I only want to take the actual middle part of the stamp, and there's pointless using all of that and wasting your paper.
Sure. So you just want the two main flower heads?
I just
do
want
you?
the two main flower heads.
Right.
So now I can choose my paper wherever I want. So I would go possibly into the darker bit, give it a little bit of text, you know. I didn't want that outside, but I've got all this, okay?
Yeah.
And from that, show you, because I'm not going to spoil it by doing it on set. Uh-oh. Okay, there it is. So from that, and then cut it out, because that's all that I want.
Okay.
So you see how it'd be a waste to stamp all of that onto your paper?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So you can make these papers go a long, long way, not just for backgrounds.
No. So back to the... So I've done those, got that. Now back to this one. Okay, and now I'm going to ink it up for one last time. So this is kind of 3 ways of using this stamp already.
And that's the thing with chocolate block stamps. There's always numerous ways of using them, getting so much value for money out of them as well.
Right, so I'm taking my piece of square card, and I kind of want to put it sort of as squarely as I can in there. Now the way to do this is to take another block and press it over the top,
right,
because you've got ink on there. If you don't, you're liable to, you know, and also you could move it, so you can now put equal pressure all over there where you want it to be, like so. And there is my little centrepiece.
Excellent.
And what I would do next is, okay, so this is a way of kind of creating obviously depth without creating a lot of layers, because of the cost of postage, which is going up again.
Is it?
Yeah. So,
I
right.
can't remember the last time I posted anything. Isn't that terrible?
I know. It's
It's all done on email these days.
It's all
isn't
done
it?
an email nowadays. And do you know what? It's lovely, and I do like emails because it's quick and it's fast. But do you know what? I do think the art of letter writing and receiving a letter through the post is dying out, and it's a shame, you know, because
it's so refreshing. My mum, bless her, she complains about it, but she spends about 2 weeks before Christmas writing out all the Christmas cards, and of course puts little notes in each one. So it takes her forever, but it's an art that is on the way out, I think. But it's lovely to receive something like that.
The beauty about these papers, by the way, that's how it came originally, but because of the way they've been done, they can go any way around.
Right, yeah.
You know, there's no right and wrong way on the plain ones.
I mean, I'm looking at it from this angle, and I can see that as like terrain, and that's maybe a sunset or a sunrise.
Yeah.
You can see different things.
But down
when you
the
look at
side, that could be, you know, it could be a shadow, you know, behind. It could be anything.
it could be a face. It could be a nose.
Oh gosh, yes. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. But no, I do think the art of letter writing, which is why I think it's nice that we still send cards. You know, I know people have done a lot of e-cards this Christmas, and I can understand that, but please let's not lose the sight of it. There's nothing better than receiving, especially for the older people and, you know, for the people that live on their own. I think that, to be truthful with you, to receive something in the post must be a great joy. Now that goes there. Okay, now here we go. This is the bit. So I've cut these out, obviously. Tip on when cutting out. Go slightly, if you're doing what this is paper piecing, go slightly in on the lines from the actual stamp. Okay, so the outline edge. So that when you match it in, it kind of matches. If you don't, okay, you could get a double edge. But you see, if you just lay it in over that.
Right, got you.
Like that. There you go.
Lovely.
So this is one of those things that you can stamp and cut out loads of pieces and just leave them in a box, and then when you have, you know, we want to, you just put them together and decoupage them, do what you like.
This is Dawn Bibby glue we're using, by the way,
it
as
is,
well,
yes,
if you're wondering.
which at the moment has just decided to play over there. Yeah, I do like Dawn's glue. She gave me some to try. She said, Leslie, try this, see what you think. I must say, I do like it.
You haven't looked back.
We all use our preferences. I mean, you know, it's you know, we all have what we... So, last but not least, I could put that in there, but you kind of lose it. So I've just created a little black mat for it.
Right.
Because I think it actually breaks up the image, but it actually just also makes it pop. And again, the thing to do is, if you're not sure, I tend to play with lots of bits of paper, copy paper and stuff like that,
Sure.
and try it out first, because that way you're not using your expensive things. So let's put this onto there and mark that up. Okay, and then finally, now you could do that if you wanted to dimension it up, but
I like that. What, raise it up a little,
Yes,
little
which
bit
we
with a
can.
foam
I've got
pencil?
an extremely small foam here.
Well, it's not the smallest one I've seen, or the biggest one I've seen, I must admit.
So we can do that, Dave, just for you.
Cool.
It's Christmas.
Absolutely. Are you all sorted for Christmas?
No.
No? Is this your last day working or not?
No. We're working up till Christmas, on Christmas Eve as well. We have Christmas Day and Boxing Day off, and then we've got 2 big shows at the beginning of January.
Right.
It's our birthday. 2 years been here at Chanda, so we've got big plans for it. So it all takes time to do.
Absolutely.
So now all you just do, look, is just go and match. And if you want to know, go for the words at the side, because that will help you match it even better. Look.
I've had a lovely email in from Bren, evidently. She says, I love chopped up rock stamps. So crisp when stamping out. I'm off to order. Wishing you all a happy Christmas at Hochanda. So, thank you. She says, Dave, love the black shirt. It's fabulous.
Absolutely fabulous. Thank you so much, and have a very Merry Christmas.
Yeah,
Thank
you too. Bren, thank you ever so much,
Yeah.
and thanks for the compliment on the shirt. It was my Secret Santa gift, which I got yesterday.
So there we go, look.
There it is.
There it is.
Fab.
And
we
you
go,
see how putting the black frame round it just makes it pop?
Now, bear in mind, of course, that's part of the pick and mix. So if you want that particular one, that's called, what was the name of that one again?
That one's Wish Flower.
Wish Flower. So if you
Yes.
like that one, Wish Flower is one that you can select on the pick and mix. You can choose another one as well. Only $14.98 for 2. So you've got Captivating Cacti, which I must admit is one of my favourite ones. Mosaic Flower, the Wish Flower, which we just used, and of course you've got the Bird of Joy as well. So we've selected 2. You'll then get the discount by selecting 2. It's only $14.98, and that's a delivered price, remember, if you're a Freedom member, otherwise plus your P&P. But that's as easy as it gets for selecting what the 2 you want. Now, if you do want to do it on the website, that's fine. If you want to do it on the phone number, then that's equally fine as well. The operator will do the pick and mix for you if you'd rather them do that. So it's 01733 602 2000. We'll get you through to our call centre that's just above our heads just here, and they'll process your order for you. So that's the pick and mix. Any 2 out of the 4, or if you want all 4, that's absolutely fine. That would be just under £30 for 4 fantastic chocolate baroque stamps. And as Bren said, the quality of the image and the quality that the stamps produce is second to none. If you've not tried chocolate baroque, please do take the plunge and try. You will not regret it. They're all quality rubber stamps manufactured here in the UK. So £5 off, 547448, your item number for the pick and mix. Now, another very popular one is the A4. This is one of the biggest rubber stamp sheets we actually do here at Hochanda. Already 40% of a big stock of this has gone. Remember, the first demo that Leslie did featured this huge, I think this is the biggest butterfly stamp I've seen. You've got a few others on the mat as well, all different sizes and different shapes. My favourite shape is that one at the top there, that kind of butterfly just coming into land by the looks of it. And you've got that lovely background there as well. Just showing you some of the cards that have been made. I'll go to the bottom of the pile this time so you get an idea of what you can do with it. This is a tag, so tag art. Again, that's been stamped beautifully onto this tag. You've got just printed in black gloss ink there. I think that's like a VersaFine, possibly. There's the big butterfly again, as you can see there. Not stamping the whole image, but a good 3/4 of it. Look at this one. We've actually put a little character in the centre of this, so it's like a fairy with wings rather than a butterfly. This is beautiful, as you can see there. Almost like a kind of like a Japanese screen, but with those beautiful butterflies just kind of floating around inside it. I think my favourite card in this is this one. Love that. And that was as Leslie was saying, it's actually drawn around the outside of the stamp, and then the image is actually in the wings of the butterfly, so absolutely gorgeous, really lovely. $19.99, it's a big stamp. You've got, I think I counted 9 images in total on there. 9 images, I'm pretty sure. And those flourishes are really handy and useful as well, so there's no wasted space on this rubber sheet at all. Perfect quality. Now nearly 45% of the stock has gone. If you look at the packaging as well, that shows you all the images that are actually on the A4 if you would like it. Less than 20 quid. There we are, look. So you've also got that lovely verse there. May the wings of the butterfly kiss the sun and find your shoulder too. Light on to bring you luck, happiness and riches today, tomorrow and beyond. It's an Irish blessing, evidently. Lovely. Fab. £19.99, £5 off, because it is the big save at the moment. Now, I shall be your wings. The feather stamps here, these are beautiful. And again, there's no rules when it comes to feathers as to what to do with them, how to colour them in. You can Zentangle them. And that's that sort of technique that's been used on the rubber stamp at the top and at the bottom. Nearly a quarter of the stock has gone on this one. Let me just flick through a few more cards that we've not shown you yet. Let's have a little look here. So, Leslie, again, tell me the technique that you've done with this, because this is really lovely.
Yeah, this one is actually done in soft relief paste. Okay?
Right, yep.
So it's something which I've brought on before in several different colours. This is the gold one. And what it is, it's a thick paste.
Right.
You actually, rather like buttering a toast or putting icing on a cake, you lay it on and level it out on with a palette knife onto your rubber stamp.
Right.
Leave it overnight, and when you dry, you peel it off, and this is what you get.
It's great, isn't
You
it?
trim round the excess on the edges, and then you can just use it. And you can actually stitch through that as well.
And what about things like fabric stamping and colouring? You can use it for that as well?
Yes, yes, yeah. If you like fabrics and whatnot, watch our birthday show.
In January.
In January.
There's the dream catcher as well.
Yeah.
You can make your own dream catcher with these feathers.
Yeah. I mean, these can also work in silver clay.
Right.
And they work in, if you have hot enamelling machine, you can pour hot enamel onto these.
Mm-hmm.
You can pour hot anything onto these.
Because they're rubber stamps.
They're rubber stamps.
You wouldn't do that with polymer.
You can iron with them as well.
Right, wow. Look at this one. Isn't this lovely? Just white embossing powder, a
On
little
gold.
bit of
Isn't
glitter.
that gorgeous?
Stunning.
Just, you know, they're so wonderful, but also so simple in their design.
Oh, and using it as a quill. Yeah, why
Yes,
not?
Isn't that a great idea?
Yeah, great. So the rubber stamp with the feathers, if you would like that, then it is £13.99, £3 off, and it's 467,556. Now the handmade flowers, these are flying. They really, really are, and they're ethical as well. Not always do we know exactly where things have come from and who's made them, but we know that this is a community in India.
It is. It's a very large community now in India. So it's gone from 1 to 20 different villages around India. And Hamish and Rashmi are the owners of Little Birdie Crafts, and they wanted to bring craft into the world at a reasonable price, but also with an awful lot of care and attention. And everything that you see in these flowers is handmade.
Wow.
So the centre of this, for instance, in here, my fingers are in the way there. Okay, that little seeded head has all been done by hand too.
It's incredible to think,
They
isn't
even make
it?
the handmade paper that you use them from.
And they love what they do.
They absolutely adore what they do. The ladies are very happy in what they do. They get a fair wage, and they use that, as I say, to pay for education.
Now, you've got 3 choices. This is the mint variety, the mint option, which you can choose, which is, I think, one of the most popular of all 3 of them. So that's that lovely pale blue, almost like a turquoisey.
Yeah.
Oh, the succulents are in the lead. OK, so
Oh,
that's a very
wow.
popular one, but the succulents are the ones that are in the lead. So we'll show you all 3 varieties that we've got. So that was the mint one that we showed you a few seconds ago. This next one is the moonlight, which is the white version.
Yeah,
so there's
which
your
are great
moonlight.
again, and you can colour any of these. If we go to this one here, okay, this is one of mine here. Some of these are the plain ones, okay, but if you then go to this one, I've used the same flowers.
Yeah.
Okay, from the moonlight and the mint mist, and I have used paints and inks to colour them.
Well, now nearly half the stock of the moonlight has gone, so if you like the white ones, that's the one to order, moonlight. And the succulents, I believe, are in the lead.
They go match very nicely with our cacti.
Yes, yeah, they would. Now, 60% of the succulents has gone. That's the multicoloured ones that we've just got here for you, or they're more kind of purpley and lilac, aren't they?
Yeah.
£9.97, £8 off. That's the deal that we've got for you. That's the big save offer. As Leslie said, it's like her Christmas present to you. To get £8 off something that's only £17.97 normally is a big deal. Under a £10 note, you don't normally see that under £10. 411185. £9.97 delivered if you're a Freedom member, otherwise it's plus the P&P of £2.95. Now, one other thing we've not actually shown you yet until now is the whiteboard at the end. Now, this is all laser cut, isn't it?
This is all laser cut, so they actually just pop out. I'm actually going to be using those this afternoon in the other show that I'm doing as well, because they're on there. But they just pop out, literally. They just sew. And whiteboard, it's actually grey board.
Right.
but it's got a white covering over it.
Okay.
So it means you can go straight into it, straight stamping, straight inking, etc. You don't have to paint it first if you don't want to.
Brilliant.
Literally, your surface is already prepared for you.
So you've got 36 whiteboard basics, mixed media shapes, hearts, postcards and circles, but then you've got the blank canvases down the bottom here. And these are they 7 by 5?
Yeah, they're postcard size.
Postcard size.
Yes, they're 6 by 4.
6 by 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get all of those as well for £12.99, 134100. Now, if you want to have a little look at other things from Chocolate Baroque that you'll see on the website, just have a little look on the website, hochanda.com, and look for, under the alphabet, it's all alphabetically listed, all the suppliers and all the brands that we have here at Hochanda. Just look under Chocolate Baroque. Provided it's in stock, you can order it, even if it's not in the show. Have a little look there. You'll see loads and loads and loads of goodies from Leslie and her husband. 5-star reviews all the way as well. All of those stamps, anything that takes your fancy, pop it in your basket, and it'll be with you as soon as possible. Excellent. Are you working in between Christmas and New Year as well, or are you shipping out then, or?
Well, it depends on our post office.
Right.
Our sorting office is open only varied hours between Christmas and New Year.
But it'll be with you as soon as they can possibly get it out.
We're officially closed between Christmas and New Year, but we will be working in the background to do all the things. But
good.
Yeah, if we can get them shipped out for Christmas and New Year, we will.
Fantastic.
We'll try our best.
Order with confidence. Right then.
Okay, right. Now then,
Butterflies.
I'm going to use the butterflies. So I'm going to use both the Butterfly Bliss and the Just Butterflies here. Okay.
And these two come together, so you're going to get an exact replica, size-wise and shape-wise, with the silhouette and the detailed stamps. Okay, they both match perfectly.
So what I'm going to do is, I am taking some of the. This is our cream version of the paper that our designer papers are printed on, and we often bring the smooth white on show for people as well.
Yeah.
So I'm going to actually create a background. So it's exactly the same size as my DL. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tear this. Now, people don't like tearing card paper sometimes. People have a problem with it. But you know what? Sometimes it just gives it a nice edge. If you want what I call that feathered edge here, that feathered edge, tear the paper towards you. If you don't want that, you want a clean edge, tear it away from you.
Right.
Okay.
I quite like the feathered edge.
I like the feathered edge because it catches inks and all sorts of things. And what you don't want to be doing is worrying too much about what your edge is like. Just let the paper has a weave in it, and it's got a warp and a weft, believe it or not, as paper.
Has it?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah. It has grains. It's got a grain. Yeah, it's got a fabric in it. But card and paper have a fabric in it. Like fabric, have a grain in it. So depending which way the grain runs will depend how well the paper will tear. So if you're tearing against the grain, you're going to get more of a jagged.
Yeah.
If you're tearing with the grain, it'll be much smoother. So I'm actually tearing away from the grain here. So that's why I'm getting that. But if I tear that way, which is with the grain, as you can see, look, that's much smoother. You can actually get a straight line. So all I'm doing is trying to get it to kind of fit on here. So, yeah, just allow for your... Let it go wherever you want it. And if you want to be more precise, put a thumb on it like that, and you will only tear up to your thumb. If you're worried at all about tearing into the middle. See, if I do it to my thumb, I can't tear any further.
Right, yeah, got you.
Okay. So, just an interesting way to
I
get...
love techniques like this. I'd never think of doing it, and I see you do it. Let's give it a go.
You know, Dave, we've worked long enough, Dave, to know that I tend to... So look, now look at that. How different does that suddenly look? And it gives it a whole lot of interest.
It makes
and
it look a bit like an old-fashioned script, or
yeah,
you know.
And it is just a plain piece of paper.
Yeah.
So I'm going to now give you a little foretaste here, because I'm using a stamp here that I'm going to featuring this afternoon. We are featuring all the stamps that we make and manufacture for the people this afternoon. So that's Kim Moody and Illusionary Artists, which is Andy Skinner and France Papillon. And I am going to get the pleasure of playing with their stamps instead of them doing it.
Oh, great. OK, and
So
what time's that?
that's at 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock.
This is actually a precursor of what we're going to be doing next year, people, and that is we're going to be doing separate hours when we come. Instead of doing 2 solid hours of the same thing, we're going to be doing separate hours with different things in each hour. So
More
there's
variety.
always going to, there's always going to be something to look at in each one.
Good.
Okay, so here is my stamp. Okay, now then, I don't want it. I want to make it as a background. This is out of the Tech Trauma, Andy's Tech Trauma. I don't want it to be as strong as that because I just want it to be in the background. So I'm just going to stamp it there onto my paper. Okay, and take off most of the ink. And I'm just then going to do that look. And that's just, look at that, because of the type of stamp it is, look at that, and instantly I've created a background. Okay, that easy and that quick. Now, the next bit, the exciting bit, which is the stamps itself for the butterflies, okay? So, I'm going to take, when we came last time, we brought a large tag, new tag stamp, and we've had some special acrylic blocks made for it because it's such a long one. And this is great for this technique. So if you got that block, fabulous, because you can do all this in one go. So there's my first plain stamp, my first plain shadow, solid butterfly. There's my second, and
So you're going to stamp all three up at the same time?
do all three at the same time, okay? But I'm going to do them in a different variety of colours, okay? How are we doing for time, guys? Are we all right?
We've got about 15 minutes left.
Oh, excellent, plenty of time. Right, so I'm going to use Watercolor here because this is a pigment ink, but it's a nice sticky, rich, and again, I love, can't tell, but I love bright colours. Which is why I love your shirt so much.
I know.
I think it's fabulous, it really suits you.
Thank you.
That was a fabulous Secret Santa, that was, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Lottie, bless her, one of our producers, and who does Mama Makes
Yes.
on Christmas
I think
Eve.
she's
She'll
on
be here for
Christmas
that.
Eve, isn't
Yeah,
she?
is,
Yes. Yeah.
Well, this was her Secret Santa for me. I've got a white one, which many of you have seen before, but not a black one. So.
No, it's fabulous. So again, solid rubber. Same principle I was talking about with the patchwork butterfly stamp. If you want to actually draw your ink pad across the top, you see how you get ink all over? And then, because what happens with solid stamps is, solid inking, and people get this, sometimes you get an area where it doesn't ink properly, and people don't like solid stamps sometimes because they say, oh, it goes blotchy. But if you kind of use this technique, you should be okay. And you just, in that case, you always need to make sure that your ink pad is fairly juicy. A dry one won't work so well.
Does it matter what type of ink pad you're using?
No.
No.
No. Do it. The ones that some that you can't do on solid rubber, and that is distress inks don't work on solid rubber because distress ink is a dye based and it just pools up.
Right.
So you get lots of little blobs of ink, but not exactly a solid coverage.
Right. So anything except just distress
Yeah,
ink?
yeah. Pigment ink. You can use archival. You could use VersaFine. VersaFine works beautifully. You could also use distress oxides because oxides are a different permutation of ink
Gotcha.
than the dye based ones. And finally, another colour. There we go, so that's those. So there we are, so that's the start of it, okay? Now I'm going to take another block and I'm going to take my first stamp that matches the top one, which is that one. Okay?
Yep,
So
lovely.
that stamp matches that one exactly. So ink it up, and now I'm inking it with VersaFine,
Right.
okay?
So
Now
that
this
won't
is where
interfere with the other ink.
exactly. You
Right.
have to. Oops. What I need to do is stick it to the block properly. That would help, wouldn't it? Now I've got it all inked up. There we go. Try again. Right. There we go. So hence the VersaFine. Now my head's probably going to get in the way now, and I do apologise for this on the overhead. I'll try and do it as best I can. But you can actually, if you cut them out well enough, you can just lay it over the top.
Are you stamping actually onto the stamp?
I'm stamping onto the stamp.
I wasn't expecting that. Why are you doing it that way and not actually onto
Because
the paper?
you will
or the
see,
colour?
I'm actually creating a pattern of the butterfly in the stamp.
Oh, no, I've not seen this technique before.
Okay, I will clean that off afterwards. So that's the first one. Now I'm going to take the next one that matches. Okay. And this is why you need to have a different ink, because otherwise, if VersaFine works really well with this, archival dries too quickly.
Right.
And VersaFine will work with all the others, so it'll work with the chalk inks and all the rest of it as well. So again, same principle, lay over the top, look. Press it in. Okay.
I've never seen this technique before. I thought you were going to stamp it onto the card and then go over the top.
Dave,
with
you should know me, I am full of
ideas.
different things. I think people may have seen me do this before, but
I haven't.
it's actually called kiss stamping.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, you're kissing one stamp to another. I'll tell you what else you can do as well. If you had a background, you could actually take the solid one and kiss that into that, and when you stamped it, the background will reflect the solid one.
Oh.
I need a stamp to be able to show you that. I might be able to show you that very shortly, depending on what time we've got left. There we go.
So there we go. You can see the detail in it.
Right, back to this.
Right.
And I'm going sideways now, because I've got a long stamp set. Right, okay. And I'm going to lay that up, hopefully straight as I can, bearing in mind I haven't got a straight edge to work with. And then individually do the same as you would with each one. Okay. And allow the ink to bite in, because again you're on a semi-satin surface, and hopefully the reveal will be...
Oh wow, look at that. That is brilliant. Never seen that technique before. All the years I've been associated with craft. Love it, absolutely love it. Could you have done it the other way though, and stamped the silhouette down and then gone on with the stamp over the top?
You could have done. Yeah, you could have done if you want to do that. That's quite easy to do that as well. But this is this is just one of those people. So how have you done that? You know, it's one of those.
Oh, I like it.
Okay, I'm also taking now, Andy's also got some words. I've got some of Andy's words in, which are called Word Up. And there's, I think, 40 odd stamps in that words thing. So I'm just going to stamp this. You know, you remember the old-fashioned butterflies that we used to have in a case? And I just want to steal one more. And there's numbers and things in there as well. It's really a wonderful set. There's all sorts of different ones.
Words to make you think.
Words to make you think and to make you, smile, and great for mixed media. So, do you know what? This is what I like to say. There's nothing wrong with cross-pollination of stamps. So, you know,
No.
Andy, full of mixed media. What's wrong with using them with chocolate baroque? And then
And what's the
but not
significance of 4751?
least, I don't know. I have to ask Andy that one.
But that's the sort of thing I like. I like things that are a little bit off the wall, that
Absolutely, yeah.
don't always appear obvious.
Yeah, and if you look at the, well, you see his stamp set this afternoon. There are a lot of words that really, really could capture your imagination. Different things that you wouldn't expect to see. So finally onto there. And how's that?
Love it.
And that is called kiss stamping.
Well, that's a new technique to me today. Not seen that.
Sorry, have I turned that the wrong way? There you go. How's that?
So if you want to go and try that technique yourself at home, the two stamp sets you need actually are under one item number. It's one item for the silhouette and the detail stamps. They're together on the screen. We've got, for $19.98, you're actually saving £8 off the price by buying them like this today. And you've got, of course, the outside silhouette exactly the same size as the detail stamp. And try that kiss stamping technique. Brilliant. 1998, 725 845 is your item number. There's 16 images, 8 on each sheet. That's what they look like. That's how they're going to come. Now, a reminder also of our fantastic flowers, the succulents. 3/4 of the stock of the succulents has now gone. Handmade by this fantastic community in India, all ethically produced. £9.97, £8 off. That's basically Leslie's Christmas present to you, giving you £8 off something that's only £17 to buy anyway. So really good value, less than £10. We've also got the mint flowers as well, that lovely turquoisey blue. That's £9.97, £8 off. And that's 116186. That's been a popular choice. And then we have the moonlight as well, which are the white flowers. There they are. And they're the same. £8 saving, just £9.97p. Now, the A4 stamp set, this is the biggest stamp sheet of the show. It's the busiest item in the hour as well. Everybody seems to be adoring this. If you love butterflies, why not treat yourself to certainly the biggest butterfly stamp I've seen ever, I think. It's absolutely huge, wonderful, wonderful size. And look at the sort of things you can be doing with it. Isn't that just gorgeous? That scene through the outline of the wings of the butterfly, just drawing around the actual stamp itself, creating a scene inside it, masking it off. This is the actual butterfly again. Actually made into a character rather than a butterfly, like an angel. And then you've got the background at the top here. You've got the butterfly in flight, which is my favourite image. That one there. Just adore that. Just coming into land. Isn't that great? And then you get flourishes. You've got that wonderful verse as well that I read out earlier on. It's a big stamp sheet for less than £20. £5 off in the deal today. It's at $19.99, 919743. And then the feathers, which is I Shall Be Your Wings. That's what that one's actually called. And again, these can be used for any type of card, whether it's, it could be like someone, like a student, for example. It could be a quill. It could be a sympathy card. It could be something a little bit more joyous. It could be like a dream catcher. Make your own dream catcher out of it if you wanted to as well, with all these different feathers. Stamping onto fabric, that always works very nicely in colouring in. Or so many different techniques. What about embossing? Embossing with black embossing powder, bit of glitter on there as well. Why not incorporate it with the real thing? Really lovely. So $13.99 then if you want the I Shall Be Your Wings stamp set, all those different feathers. A couple of them, the top one and the bottom one, have actually been Zentangled, and there's nothing stopping you doing that yourself if you want to have a little play and colour them in and draw them in and that sort of thing. £3 off, $13.99, and it's 467556. Your item number there. OK, well, we're nearly out of time. We've got about 5 minutes left. If you look at the website, you'll be able to see all the stamps that Chocolate Baroque have got in this show. If you shop by brand, if there's a particular stamp set that you know that Leslie's done, or you want to just have a little look to see what other stamp sets are available, go to our website, hochanda.com, and just put in the Chocolate Baroque in the search box, and you'll be able to see the shop by brand technique, and you'll see everything that's there. Because there are dozens and dozens of other stamps
Yes.
that are available as well.
Yeah, yeah. And look, I just say thank you very much to everybody that's supported us this year. You know, without you watching and buying, we wouldn't be here.
No.
So, yeah, thanks for asking us, but thank you for maintaining that we're still here.
Absolutely.
So, right, this is a very quick one, or as quick as I can get, because I think we've got a lot of time. So, this is Versamark, and I'm using here the Mosaic Flower.
Right.
From the Pick and Mix set.
And that's got a lovely crackle background to it.
It has. It's got a brilliant background to it. So I'm going to try and do this as quick as I can. This is going to be... I've already got an ink background here, which... White bossing powder, which is what our girls use an awful lot, I think is such a great way of... could I ask you, Dave, to just tip that onto there for me?
Absolutely.
Thank you. And I'll go whiz this very, very quickly. Because I have got a finished one, so I can kind of show you the process, and then we can... Okay.
Now, the succulents that we were promising you were so popular earlier, these now are limited stock. These are works of art, they really are. When you see them close up, they're stunning, aren't they? And again, ethically sourced, they're produced by this community in India, all hand done. They're now limited stock, less than 10% of these remain now at £9.97, £8 off. 411185.
Right, so that is now nicely embossed on there. And what I just want to do very, very quickly, okay, is take, this is just a little bit of brush show, so it's going to be very quick, because I say I have got one unfinished, and take one brush and a little bit of water and mix it into a paint. And because you have got the white embossing powder there, you can start painting over the top.
And the white embossing powder
And
actually
the white embossing will repel it. So that way you can...
technique.
Yeah. Now, depending on what colour's underneath of your, you know, it'll depend how bright or orange they will come out. But just carry on, and all I would do is paint the flowers. And the other thing I would also do is take a little bit of other colour, and I would actually paint one or two of the squares, a bit like Mondrian, and paint some of the other squares. So we move from that to this.
What was the technique you said then?
You know Mondrian? Everyone knows Mondrian is a painter who does paint colours in blue, yellow and red.
Oh, I've not heard of that.
And they're all in squares and panels. So if you look at Mondrian, you'll find out he does this kind of mosaic type effect of painting.
Oh, right, I've not heard of it.
So what I've done is I've done a couple of little extra different colours there. What I've also done here is, if you want to do an edging, because I want to match that, and you haven't got it, again, take some of your brush shows and a brush, and just go around your edges, enough to do that look. And there you are. So if you haven't got any paper to match, okay.
Well, Meg, our producer, just said I would recognise it. It's very distinctive, so I'm going to go and do a bit of a search.
Yeah,
on the
it's
internet
worth looking up, because it really is. It's a lovely, lovely style. If you like bright colours, which of course I do, and I do like geometric patterns sometimes. It's very geometric, but it is very well worth looking at. So let's pop this onto here. Whoops, that's what I like about Dawn's glue. You do have a little bit of wiggle room.
Was it 3 second?
3 seconds to set on and a 10-second grab. A 3-second grab and a 10-second set.
Yeah.
So, as you can see, I don't waste. This is our drawing cartridge that we often bring as well, which is great for watercolouring and all sorts of things as well. So there's that, and then look how's that. And I just think that is an extremely bright.
Yeah, very uplifting, cheerful. And that one is called, that stamp that you've just used?
That's called the Mosaic Flower.
Mosaic Flower, and that's part of the pick and mix that we got in the show as well, where you can choose any two.
You can see, because I've used orange onto that, okay, that was a much darker blue background. This one was lighter, so as you can see, that there is a much lighter colour than that one is.
Absolutely. Well, if you want to see the pick and mix, there's basically 4 rubber stamp sheets we've got for you in the pick and mix. You could choose any two for just £14.98. We'll just show you those four in actual fact. We've got our camera to zoom around for you. So just so you know which is which, these two at the top, you've got Wish Flower, which is the first, that one there is Wish Flower. Bird of Joy is that one. Mosaic Flower is the bottom left, which we've just used. And then Captivating Cacti, which is actually quite a whimsical one. I think it's quite cute, that one. And that one's Captivating Cacti, if you'd like. Any two of those for £14.98. You just select them on the website or phone the operator and they can put to you in your order. So 01733 602 2000 or hochanda.com. That's the way you can actually do the pick and mix yourself on our website. Been a busy show though, so tell us a little bit about what's coming up later on this afternoon.
This afternoon at 2 o'clock we have got Kim Moody, who was a new artist who launched his stamps in October.
Yep.
He's the guy who's got the wonderful quirky houses. And then also on that show, so I brought his back. And then there's also France Papillon. There's a selection of her stamps, and Andy Skinner, both of which are from illusionary artists, and we're proud to make their stamps too.
Great, okay.
So that's our way of showcasing their stamps.
That's coming up at what time?
That's 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock this afternoon. But remember, everything is still available on the website right now. I think our most popular stamp sheet of the show has been the A4 without a shadow of a doubt, with that huge butterfly.
Amazing.
It's absolutely gorgeous. It's got 5-star reviews when it's been on air before. There we are. Look, £5 off at the moment. 2 5-star reviews from people who've purchased it before. Lots of you have ordered it this hour. This is almost like a pick of the best of the year, really,
That's
isn't it?
what I tend to do. This is what we tend to do at Christmas. We bring back the stamps that have been the most favourite and ones that we've been requested for as well, because people say, oh, Leslie, can we see that again? So
Okay.
hopefully we've done our thing.
Leslie's up this afternoon then, lots more to look forward to with her. I'll see you in an hour's time with a tonic show, but it is almost time for the one-day special, of course, which is every day at 9 o'clock, so that's coming up next. So yes, it's Crafter's Companion one-day special. Fiona's here in a second. I'll bring you the Tonic Secret Santa in an hour at 10. And then it's the big save with Deco Art. Some of the highlights coming up for this Saturday morning.
Flexi order has arrived at Hochanda. What is Flexi order? When you place an item on FlexiBuy in your basket, you qualify for Flexi order, which means any other items you add to your basket will also be included in your FlexiBuy payments, so you can spread the cost over multiple monthly payments. After your first payment is made, your entire order will be dispatched. When you add at least £60 worth of any items to your shopping baskets, either online or on the phone, you'll qualify for our Flexi Order offer. This means you can spread the cost of your order over equal monthly FlexiBuy payments, offering you the extra flexibility when you shop with us. Flexi Order, making your shopping experience with Hochanda easier.
Crafter's Companion Luxury A4 cardstock is a must-have for any crafter. Available with a stunning gold finish, this versatile pack contains 30 250 GSM A4 sheets consisting of 10 glitter card, 10 mirror card and 10 matte mirror card. To add this to your crafty stash, please check out hochanda.com.
I love that music.
We're just doing a little dance, and then at the end you go... And we're ready. Yeah. Good morning, Fiona.
Morning.
What a lovely end of year. May I say thank you, because this is your final one-day special of the year, and thank you for working with the team to put together such a special array of goodies.
And aren't they special?
Yeah.
Aren't they really, really lovely? What we've got here is some of our best dies. Now, these were so popular this year, and I think actually that's what this show could be called. These have been so popular all year. These are everything we've got in the show has going to have a longevity, and these are no exception. These are the most fantastic easel card dies. You are getting 56 dies in total. Now these are huge. I'm going to turn this one over. There we go. Just to show you what you've got in here. So you get 2 outer cutting dies. The biggest one will make your card base. You get your inner one for your matting and layering. Then you've got 2 big creator card style dies just here. That will create the decoration if you want to put it in. You're getting your accent pieces, and this very special bar here, that is your scoring bar, which means you always get the perfect easel with the perfect score. Simplicity themselves, but look at the different designs we've got. They're fantastic. So you've got your henna, you've got your timepiece, you've got your butterflies, and then we've got our floral at the top just there.
Let's turn that around because it's easy access. You can see on your floral, you can see your extra elements, you can see the flower elements, the creator card, and then the inner and outer, as well as that bar. Down on the foreground here,
we've got swirls just down there, followed by our heart, and then you have our beautiful rose, and then finally this fabulous scallop birdcage. Now remember, these will make cards, so think about scalloped circle, concentric circle dies on their own, cost you a fortune. So you get 2 of those in each shape. So you've got 2 of each of the main shape, plus your scoring bar for every single die set, plus your creator card style dies, which are always in 2 parts, so you can use both bits together, or you can use the simpler part, plus your accent dies. These are phenomenal.
They're absolutely
incredible.
To make an easel card is to make a card that opens, has circumstance, has an arrival, but you can also make normal flat 3-dimensional cards as well. You don't have to just go with the easel.
Shall we just show a couple of quick samples?
This is the timepiece now.
Quick.
Approaching 40% on the one-day special already gone after last night's launch. Is it any wonder when you're saving, and we haven't pointed this out yet, £85 off. So you're spending less than you're saving. It's a better than half price deal, $74.92 to get your amazing complete easel card collection.
Aren't they lovely? Now the one I've just handed you, Matt, that is actually the bird cage. You wouldn't know it, would you?
Edge,
But that is the bird cage easel, which is absolutely gorgeous. And then if I bring this one in, there is that heart with all its glory. But can you see how those mats and layers have been used to pretty that up?
Yeah, everything's matching your base on your easel, so when it's folded up, everything's matching because you're die cutting, because you're getting that precision.
And maybe, I just need to put this one up because this is a work of art. Take a look at that, because you don't have to just do a single easel. Look at that.
Really
Isn't that stunning?
That's in a rub. I mean, that could be pictures on it, that could be Mr. and Mrs. in the middle, that could be a picture either side, that could be 3 different pictures, that's home decor as well as a card. And before you ask, don't worry, easier to make than you think. When you look at the bottom, you can see how it's been glued together. Yeah, very, very simple to make, actually. Here it is. Here's a picture of everything you're getting. We're being very quick because we've got so many deals to share with you today. That's your 57 dies in an end-of-year special, like a best-of favourites from 2018 with Fiona, and you're saving way more than you're spending there, about £10 more than you're spending, £85 off. And it's also on FlexiBuy, which means for under £40 today, you will get the whole complete collection. $37.46 today, $37.46 next month to get all of those easel card dies too. They don't necessarily need to be easel cards that you're making either, because you've got all the decorations that you're doing. So even after you've made your easel cards, you've got more. 362-566 to order. Now our happy hour deal available for this hour only.
Yeah, these are amazing. Look at these. You're getting corners, but not just any corners. You get 2 corners, which means that they're huge. You can use them. These, you need about a 2-inch, 2.5-inch square to fit these corners in. But look, you've got this really popular doily, then you've got the floral, which is gorgeous, then you've got that lovely, lovely lattice as well. But when you see the cards you can make just on these, they are extraordinary. If I turn them back, have a look at the cards that have been made from these corners on the packaging.
Here, let me turn around the lace corner.
Incredible.
So you can see the corner details there.
Stunning. Absolutely beautiful.
And just there. Yeah, I mean, these make wonderful cards. Yeah.
These have been one of those staples, and to get them on a happy hour price is just phenomenal.
It's a naughty saving. £18 off. Don't look.
I've got the wrong. It's a good thing I've got the wrong glasses on and can't see that far, really, isn't it?
£11.97 for all three of them. Yeah, it is a naughty deal, but only for this hour. It's one of those that you can only hold that low for the next 55 minutes or so. Way better than half price there. £11.97. Here they are, all three designs that you're getting. So you're getting your lace corner, your lovely, lovely floral corner, and last but not least, the doily corner. All three corner dies for you this hour only, so you've got to get them before 10 a.m. Now, Fiona, this next set of embossing folders, just glorious. So popular. I'm not surprised to hear, waking up this morning to hear half the stock has gone on these since the launch last night at 6.
Do you know what? I was so thrilled as well because they are utterly beautiful. They are stunning. They are my absolute favourites of 2018. This would be my pick. You have got the Indian summer in here. We've got the Zen garden. You've got that beautiful floral garden as well. And then when we go down, you're getting the heart there. You've also got that wonderful trellis. And then you've got the beautiful, beautiful butterflies. But you can't really see them on the packaging, so come and have a look here, because these are amazing. That is my all-time favourite folder. Look at that. That is stunning. So you're getting Indian summer. You are also getting here, look at that. The detail in this one is incredible. That's your Zen garden. Beautiful. And because these are 3D, those flowers have real sort of depth to them as well. Here's your floral fusion, and I mean it is a profusion of florals.
I mean, you couldn't pack more in if you tried. There's so much there.
Another favourite.
This is my absolute favourite. I think my favourite of the year.
Really lovely. Look at the script in the background. You almost don't notice it's there because it is the background detail, but it looks incredible. Then you've got this wonderful, wonderful flourishing frame with that trellis detailing in the background, which is lovely. And then look at this for a statement. If you love blossoms, absolutely stunning. Do you know, if I would say one thing on the show, I'd say grab these because they are just beautiful.
Well. They are going fast. And when you look at each folder there, as we just zip through, they've each got so many elements going on. You know, 3, 4, 5, 6 different elements all building together to make a wonderful composition, each one. So much work going into each one of these. 976-309 to order now. £23 off. You can see where they're going. They're lovely and they're a great price. $18.94. Remember, your delivery is included, your delivery charges, if you've joined Freedom already, for £6.97 a month to join just there. All you've got to do is dial in and speak to us, 976-309 to order now.
Now look at these. Aren't these lovely? And again, if you can stretch to 2 sets, this would be my second pick because these are 3D folders as well. And again, but you're getting 6 completely different. So there's your French lace. Then you've got your beautiful, I can't remember what they're calling this one.
Here, this because there's lots to remember with each one, each design. That's the textured swirls we're getting
beautiful,
on that. Because that's what the swirls, but then
gorgeous.
That wood grain texture in the middle on that particular design.
Then we are going for the butterfly trellis just at the bottom. Then you've got, I think that one's called Cottage.
I would say Country Cottage.
Absolutely. Then you have got a beautiful Rambling Rose, and then finally that gorgeous, gorgeous rose bouquet. And again, should we have a look at the coloured ones, because
on these you can
really
see the depth when they're inked and foiled. You know, these are really, really
and
good.
in fact, I made a sample, I made a demonstration with this particular one, which is the rose bouquet, which is on my page as a giveaway.
Oh, really?
For today. So if you want a cheeky giveaway for some cards, go and have a look at my Facebook page. And you will find them there, and that's Fiona Clayton Crafter's Companion. So there is that lovely textured swirl. Look at that wood grain in the background. It's amazing. There's the French lace. That is so shabby chic. Absolutely gorgeous. Then this beautiful, beautiful, now this is, let me pull it up, that's your Rambling Rose just there. gorgeous. We're going to use
The
that one
trellis
in this
work,
hour.
yeah.
And there is your
Country
country
cottage,
cottage, which again we used in the first show, I think.
Yeah.
And then finally, butterfly trellis.
Another favourite.
So lovely. But these are cards in one pass.
Yeah, they are,
That's
yeah.
basically what these
Yeah.
are. You put a sentiment on that, that's your card done.
Yeah, and there was you looking at all of these wonderful embossing folders thinking, oh, do you know what, no, I've got one set, no, it's fine. And then as you see all the designs, the excitement builds and you think, oh, yeah, maybe no, I think I'm going to have to. And then as soon as we see that butterfly trellis at the end, that's the clincher, isn't it? You've got to get them as well. I mean, particularly when you've got the saving on there, $18.94 plus delivery to order, 401272 to get yours. And they're all included in that bundle as well. In that you don't have to choose, you get all 6. I know it seems silly, but you do get all 6 for that price for $18.94 plus delivery. £3.30 for a 3D embossing folder? Doesn't normally happen, but December 2018,
yes,
it obviously does. End of year bonus specials. These are a big thing from 2018.
Huge.
The ribbon threading dies.
Ribbon threading has been such a huge event. Now these are big dies. I am going to turn this round so that you can see. Look at this. You're getting a 7.5 inch cut in die, which doesn't have any ends on it, so it means you can just cut it in a longer strip if you want, plus 2 of your outside cutting edges, and you're getting that for every single design, and you're getting all 8 designs. These are absolutely huge. They really are. I'm going to just turn them round. There you go. I'll turn a few of them round.
I'll turn the front 4 round, yeah, just as an example.
Go. But I mean, they are lovely. Do you want to have a look at the boards just quickly on these?
Because these look so different. Have a look at how they cut, because you've got that cutting edge, with or without. When they're cut in or out, they look totally different.
They really do. So what you've got here, this is your grandeur here, just there. That is lovely. Then that's your elegance. And again, completely different. You can see where we've threaded the ribbon through. Then this is the Venetian. I love this one. Stunning. Look how different it looks. Cut in or cut out. Then you've got your bloom, which is beautiful. Really lovely. And that one's up back to front and upside down. But that is, in fact, your... Blissful. There you go. It was shy as well.
Yeah,
Blissful was quite shy. And then we have got, behind that, we've got the trellis. That is so pretty. Really lovely. Then, finally, look at these. We've got glamour. And this one is your chantilly. So you could be getting all of these home. I mean, it's not one. This is the amazing thing. These are huge dies with 2 cutting edges. This is 24 dies.
Yeah, it's a big bundle, and you are getting all of them. And I know it seems silly when we say it, you know, you're getting all of them, but at the price, we'd look and we think, is that a pick and mix where you choose 2 or 3, you know, maybe? 4 maximum, maybe. Yeah, but you are getting all of them, all of the designs. Wonderful. 8 designs on your ribbon threading dies, $34.92 today plus delivery. The reason why we're quoting such a low price is because there is a £45 saving. 098069 to order now. Something we haven't seen yet is our Edgeables dies. Now these were very busy last night on the 6 p.m. launch and further on at 8 o'clock. They're wonderful. They're so nice in terms of design. $28.94 plus delivery to get all of them. Again, all thanks to a £31 saving. 267920 to order those. So yeah, Fiona, we've got the easel cards. This is our official one day special. Yeah.
We have, and I just wanted to show you what you're getting, because I know when we show the pretty cards it's quite difficult to see. So you get this white, your outer cutting edge, and that is going to cut your base card just there. You're getting your inner cutting edge, that creates your mat, which is the perfect size. Then you have got all of your decorative elements, and can you see, this is what I mean. If you cut them together, you're going to get something like this. If you just use the simpler frame, completely different design. Plus you've got those lovely floral elements, and how that translates when you put them together into cards is something like this. So for example, you could do a complete card using both the decorative elements and the mats. That looks absolutely gorgeous. But you could also do something which looks like this. Look at that. That is amazing. Is it not? That is just stunning. 2 completely different looks from just one set of the dies. absolutely gorgeous. So should we have a look at a few more samples,
Yeah,
and then I'll do a
definitely. Please,
quick
Fiona. Yeah, of course.
demonstration.
Yeah.
So again, just to translate those into coloured samples, this is a very simple, plain card, just using a couple of the outside cutting bits as decoration. Then, if you put them together, here you go, that is how it would look if you put them all together. But equally, if you want to go the whole hog and do something which is absolute full-on glamour, take a look at that. That looks incredible, whichever way you turn it. That is just stunning, and that's just craft card. Should we look at some of the other designs
Yeah,
as
that's
well?
just one design from the 8 you're getting today for £74.92, so it's less than £10 a die set. It is amazingly good value, end of year value here, thanks to an £85 saving. This is the bird cage.
There's your bird cage.
Remember, with all of these, we're able to make our card blanks as well. Even before we're making easel
indeed.
cards, you can just hang it off the edge of your card, off a scored card. Big card
There
blank.
is your swirl. Look at that. Isn't that elegant? So pretty. Then we go to the easel, and you're getting all of these, remember. So if you struggle for men's cards, this one could be the one you want to use. Well, either you use it like that, or maybe you're going to use it as a retirement card. I think that would make a fantastic retirement card. I really do. Perfect. But what about the roses? Should we have a look at the roses as well? So here we go. There is that gorgeous, gorgeous rose. Absolutely stunning. And then finally, I think there's just 2 more we haven't seen, or maybe 3. So there is your beautiful butterfly, and you can see this time we haven't actually used the butterfly except on the stop, just there.
Just that little, just the frame, just the very decorative frame. It's such an effective card.
There is your floral garden. That was one of Janice's favourites last night.
They look so nice, don't they? In black card, white card, craft card, all the different looks.
Yeah, they really do. And then finally, there is that fabulous heart. But you can see this time we haven't actually used any of the decoration. We've just used the maps and layers. That makes a stunning card. Should we do a quick demonstration?
Yeah,
using
definitely,
these as
definitely.
well?
Just
Why
realised how
not?
lovely those samples are. I was so busy dreaming, watching you with each one. I was saying, you know how I normally tidy up as we go? I wasn't. I was just like, watching each one, thinking how lovely and different they are. Such a good price on them as well, less than £10 per set that you're getting here. Don't forget, like I said, you can make, like Fiona said, you can create card blanks from all of them with that decorative outer edge before you even start making easel cards. So really good value.
So let me just, I tend to keep these in the packets because that way I keep the right scoring bar with the right set of dies, because of course they're all made bespoke as well.
Yeah,
so they fit the set of dies perfectly. So what I've got here is I have got, that would be lovely if you wouldn't mind, thank you. So what I've got here is I've got a card blank. Now it's just a 6x6 card blank. There we go. Nothing special about that. So what I'm going to do is I am going to take the largest, just make sure I am actually picking up the largest one, the largest of my 2 frames, and what you do is the first time you cut it to make your card blank, you hang it off. If you can see, there, I'll put my nail there. You hang it off the edge there, so it doesn't cut completely, so you've got a little hinge at the top. So what we're going to do is pop some tape on there. Then, now this is how you decide where your bar goes. You'll see it's got a little ridge on one side, so put that ridge down, and you can see if I put it there it doesn't fit, but you just take it down and there will come a point where both bits fit in, which on this one is just there, and then you just tape it down, and then what we're going to do is run it through our machine. So these are ordinary thin die, so I'm using my opaque shim and my magnetic, and what we're going to do is just run it through. There we go.
Okay, we're very lucky we've got a Gemini. It's automatic, you put it in, but they will still fit through other machines.
They'll fit through the Junior, definitely. You won't have a problem. And in fact, we had a lady in the 6 o'clock show who said, would they fit on a Cuttlebug plate? And then she came back with the measurements, and we could say, yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
but
so
you know, your Spellbinders, your Tonic, all of those will work as well. They are just great. So let me just grab that tape away just there, and then here we go. Oh, does that need, oh, I must have a really tough piece of card. Do you know what I'm going to do? Before I do anything, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this back in if I can. Let me just check on the other side. Right, okay, what I'm going to do is see if I can reseat that. and retape it. And what I'm going to do is just stick my metal plate. I've got a piece of card, which is obviously very thick on there,
just
thicker than usual. So what I'm going to do is I'm just popping my metal shim in there, so it's got metal against metal to pop against, and we'll run it through again. And that is exactly what you're going to do if you have that question mark
Good that we get a chance to see this, actually.
Yeah,
because you always talk about this. You say about your sandwich, and
that's
nice to see it. Yeah.
Here it's slowed down and going through.
It's
slowed down. Let's hope I put that die in the right place. Otherwise, we're going to have an interesting card. There we go.
Cut,
double cut. But that's what you'll do at home. If you put it through and it's not quite cut through, maybe you've got some really super thick card at home you're trying to use, then do exactly that. So there is my scoring bar. So let's take that off and pop that there. Now let's have a look. Yeah, here we go. That's better. So, so it just took one more cut with the metal. I'm just taking that tape off just there where I had. There we are. So there, now look, and then you just fold it where you've scored it. There's the base of your easel ready to go. And then what you're going to do is you're going to cut another piece which looks like that from a single piece of card. And when you do, let me just pop this here. I've kept my demonstrations really quick for these shows so that we can get as many in as we possibly can. So there would be my easel. Just there. And then this bit is going to stick just on that side there. And you'll see what I've also done is I've already gone ahead and I've cut myself some pretty paper and card with the matte and layer die, so it's a perfect shape. And I've used some of the extra accent dies and some bits I've snipped out of the pretty bits just to put some in there. So then what we're going to do is I have done the same on the front. So when you're gluing, this is the bottom part of your card just here, that bit there. So this is the bit you're going to put your glue onto, this bottom bit, not the top bit, just this bottom bit. I'm using the tape pens for speed. And then you stick that piece just on there, line it up and stick on there, and you'll see I've already decorated the front of mine with that.
It's ripped.
I know it's ripped. Do you know, I'll tell you what, if you ever rip a piece of card or you've got a piece of card which is maybe a wee bit distressed, make it distressed. Make it even more distressed, and that will work just fine.
One of my favourite techniques, this is a lovely shabby technique where you can ink it if you want as well on the edges.
So what we're going to do is just add a tiny bit, because this glue will dry clear, and that is going to sit just in there. And then I've got another few roses, so it just looks like the roses are peeking through. But look at that.
Nice.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That is such a pretty card.
And it adds so much, being an easel card, it adds so much to the design and the event.
Such a pretty card.
And it is.
I mean, so easy to do as well. And, you know, I mean, take a simple piece of plain card, a couple of pretty papers, and Bob's your uncle, really.
Yeah, these easel cards are absolutely lovely. And if you work with air dry clay as well, your flowers, your paper flowers, your die cut flowers, these are all excuses to get little stoppers on there and use too. So go for it. Yeah, grab your easel cards today. You're getting all of them. I know, you're getting so much here for $37.46 and then $37.46 next month as well. Here are all 8 designs now. It's huge, huge value that you're getting. Go for the deal on the phone or the web, and your item number you want to quote is 362566 to order. The happy hour deal is only available for this hour, so order your happy hour deal while it's there and available. The happy hour deal, of course, until the top of the hour now, is your 3 corner dies iodize, and that's your lace corners, your floral and your doily. 603891 to order those. Can you believe the price? $11.97. The reason why we're getting these low prices is because it is properly end of year spectacular here, and Fiona put together with the team a lovely one-day special and multi-deal shows. It's really nice. These 3D embossed folders are lovely. Yeah,
they are really really fabulous. I mean, just take a look at these. This, as I say, is my all-time favourite. favourite collection. I missed these the very first time that they were shown. So when I got the opportunity this summer to do a show with them, I was like, oh my goodness, why haven't I seen these before? They are utterly stunning. So there again, there's your Love Blossoms, and you're getting that with this beautiful floral frame, flourishing frame, just there. Gorgeous. And you get the 3D, so you get that background, midground and foreground.
What a scene.
In the garden. Isn't that just amazing?
Yeah.
Then you're also getting...
This is a great one.
Yeah, floral fusion, and
It's like
it really
every bunch
is.
of flowers you've ever received all
Isn't
rolled
it?
into one, that folder. It's brilliant.
And then you've got your Zen Garden, which is lovely. If you like Zen Tangle, you will love this one. I think you really will. And then my favourite, which is that Indian Summer.
It's a good
I
one.
just think it's great. We've got some actual
there's some
cards.
ace
so
samples here.
They are
I mean,
fabulous.
the samples are like a lesson on everything we've learned that you can do with embossing folders as well. Because an embossing folder is not a one-trick pony. I mean, look at
They
this,
really
for
not.
example.
I mean, take a look at that. Is that not just incredible? So there is the floral fusion made up into a card, and there is that beautiful, beautiful mandala.
So
which
easy to
looks
decoupage
stunning.
as well. Easy to
really
decoupage out.
easy. Then what about doing something different with the rose just there? That looks incredible, doesn't it?
Same
Really
folder,
gorgeous.
Same folder, completely different look
Look
here.
at that. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, and this is the one we're going to be
The
demonstrating as
mandala
well.
again, same folder as we just saw with the mandala, but a totally different look.
Really lovely. They are just amazing. Now, this is your favourite, isn't
Yeah,
it,
I
Matt?
really like this. There's so much going on here. You've got the script, you've got the butterflies, you've got the
Beautiful.
flower heads.
And I love the
Yeah.
way the butterflies have been cut out and decoupaged on this one as well, just to give that real off-the-page look.
If you love that, have a look at this one as well. You know that, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, you can really see the script and all the different bits that you can be getting your colours into, your pens, your crayons. Absolutely gorgeous. There is, and I'll even put that one upside down and backwards for you. There you go. So that is that beautiful floral frame. This actually is one of my giveaway cards on my page. This is one we made last night. So this is from that lovely, beautiful butterfly. So not only on the outside, but on the inside too. I mean, take that out and pop it in a frame. It would look lovely.
Yeah.
Really nice. And then again, there's the floral frame. Again, really, it's when you see them with colour on, you realise the detail that you're getting here as well. There is that beautiful Zen Garden. I love that. Such a restful card. But if you want to go dramatic on that, look at that. Same folder as well. Same beautiful folder. And then to finish, shall we have one more of the flowers? Because that's the floral heart, because that's the one I'm going to demonstrate with. That
Yeah, the
is
floral
just
heart.
stunning.
Again, you know, that example there shows background, midground and foreground.
Really
so
does.
much going on these. It's not just a sort of a 1 square centimetre repeated over the whole folder, because I've got a few lovely folders like that at home where, you know, it's one design. But here, you're creating a card from one folder, which is why the samples just absolutely sang to you. $18.94 plus delivery to get them, and you're getting all 6 of the 3D embossing folders. 976-309 to order now. Did you say you wanted to work with this?
Yes, I'm
lovely-
using
the one
that
with the heart and
lovely,
flowers, yeah, the
lovely
roses.
heart. And you know, before we do anything, I'm just going to emboss a piece of metal with this, because you need to see this. It is the way it transforms metal. Now, these are 3D embossing folders. Generally, what you would do is you would use your plastic shim and your clear plate. With my machine, I need to pop in that magnetic just to get the depth of emboss that I'm really after. But watch how this transforms a piece of metal. Absolutely gorgeous. And then we're going to do it with some black card as well. They are stunning. They really are stunning.
Bear in mind, you're getting all 6 of the folders here as well for just over £3 each, which is
Look at
really
this.
not normally the price of a 3D embossing folder. Check this out.
Look at that. Oh my word, I'm going to turn this round and show you. Look at that. Isn't that stunning? Imagine getting your alcohol inks onto that, or covering a box lid with it. It's going to look gorgeous. The detail in that is utterly phenomenal. It really is. Right, we'll pop that there. And we're just going to run a piece through with some black card this time round. And I want to get the heart So I've cut a square, but I want to get the heart, so I'm just making sure I've got it lined up, and then we're going to run it through again. And again, these folders will work with your juniors as well. And you can do so many techniques with embossing folders.
Yeah, you can.
I think that's why I adore them so much.
Yeah, lots and lots of things we've learned over the years as well, and things that we can get reminded of as the techniques get repeated on the demonstrations as well. It's just about having the artwork in your hand ready to use, I guess.
You know, alchemy waxes would work amazingly on this. Oh, my word. Can you see that before I even put the gilding wax
it's a good detail on it already.
Oh, wow. Wow. Stunning. Right, let me just pop some gilding wax on here, and again, I'm just using my Empire Gold.
Okay, have a look at the website and the show for your different embossing.
Oh,
your gilding waxes. Empire Gold is the bright gold, but you've got things like your Renaissance and Antique, which is like
when you look at this, as I'm putting ink on it, you will suddenly see it appear, things that you didn't even know were there. So if I go into this heart, look at that background detail of the swirls and that little leaf that I'm just going over just there. Absolutely gorgeous. It is just popping like mad. Then you've got these wonderful roses at the front, and then that big foreground swirls as well. It looks amazing. It really does. Take a look at that. Wow, that is something else, isn't it?
Yeah, that's not even the whole folder.
Transforming a piece of black card, and I think we actually had the black card in stock as well. You'll find it on the website.
Last night it was on the show last night. We had black card and craft card on the show.
So what I've also done is I've also taken the roses and I've fussy cut around them. And so all I've done is taken the roses, embossed them, and then cut them out. And I'm just going to get that detail with a little bit of the gold wax. Can you see where that looks? Let me just show you there. That looks so pretty, doesn't it? Yeah. That is gorgeous. Right, should we put the card together? Because this is really very simple. So what you'll see I've done is I've done some very simple matting and layering here. So we'll do the inside of my easel card first. So just on the inside here, we're going to pop one of the roses with the flower just here. There we go. Just very quickly. And that will pop just there. Have you got all your Christmas stuff done, Matt?
Oh, yeah. I mean, a couple of days ago it was a bit stressy, but it's done now. Yeah, there's a couple of things that arrived from Mrs. M 2 days ago that still need wrapping, but I've hidden them. So
fair enough.
Yeah, but apart from that, it's good.
Trees all up?
Oh, the tree was up a few weeks ago because do you know this is an awful thing to admit to on live television? Yeah. I'm just trying to pretend I don't know where I am. But we take our decorations down quite early. I know there's the bad luck thing about the 12th night thing and everything, but yeah, it's just New Year, New Year's Eve.
Gosh,
you know,
that is early.
Get rid, you know, yeah. But once it's all happened and gone, we just, I don't know, it's just time to go. So we like to put them up early, like early December, and then take them down late December.
Oh, right.
And then you wake up on New Year's Day and it's all a new day.
Well, there you go.
Is that awful to admit? I don't know.
I must admit, we're more traditional. Normally, we don't put the main tree up until the 24th of December.
Oh, right.
To 9 lessons and carols.
Yeah.
And then we take it down on the 5th. But there, look at that card. Isn't that pretty?
That's gorgeous card.
So lovely. So easy
that is so
to do.
Lovely.
But I just love them. I think they are stunning. I really do.
And we keep returning to this feeling. This is just one of the 6 folders that you're getting. And when we say to ourselves, what is a 3D embossing folder normally value-wise, we wouldn't say, oh, £3.50. That's a ridiculously low price per embossing folder here. So you're getting really good value. You're getting all of them for that amazing price on screen. Thanks to, the only reason why we can say it's under £20 is because you're saving £23. It's a brilliant saving. 976-309 to order now. On those, look at the one-day special. The one-day special is your deal. It's available with a A huge saving here as well. It is 362,566, and that's 8 easel card dies that you'll be making. 8 easel card designs, and on that one day special, it does expire tonight at 6 p.m. At 6, that is 37.46 it is today, and it's 2 payments there of 37.46 to order now. Then the happy hour is your corner dies, your dies dies, and these are 3 dies for under £12. However, the clock is ticking. At the bottom right hand side of the screen you can see 25 minutes and 40 seconds left to go, so order those with an £18 saving as soon as you can. You can do so much with the corner dies, honestly. 603891. So yeah, Fiona, we're back with our wonderful embossing folders, different designs to the ones we've just seen. And if you can get all, then do it.
Yeah, I mean, I really would. I mean, at these kind of prices, this is crazy. I've actually grabbed the blackened gilding wax ones here because these just really, I think, make this pop. They really do. So there, that is that beautiful jar, Rose Bouquet, which we used last night. There is your French lace, which is absolutely stunning. There is your beautiful butterfly trellis, gorgeous. Then this is your textured swirls. Look at that wood grain in the background. It is amazing. Then you've got the roses with the trellis just there, and then that lovely country cottage window as well. They look stunning just on black card with gilding wax. I think that is a sign of a really good folder, because then when you see what they become, look at this. That is so pretty and such a simple card to do. It really has got all of that beautiful detail in it. Absolutely stunning. That would be great.
This is the country cottage, and you've got that lovely window, you've got that beautiful foreground detail, but all at the background, you know, you've got all of this wonderful emboss, thanks to the curve of the folder, that 3-dimensional sculpture to the folder. This is the textured swirls now, so you've got your swirls. Here, there's the suggestion that they're leaves, they're vines, it's ivy, and then you've got that wood grain texture behind that we've been adoring, and then that butterfly design, the butterfly trellis design. Again, so much going on here composition-wise, with about 3 or 4 different things going on. And then there's that country cottage design again, but this time an animation, you know, just a simple bit of work with the craft knife, and you've made yourself an actual window. These are creator card folders.
They are. They really are beautiful.
Great,
I mean, look at that. That's
this is the Rose Bouquet.
So shabby chic, isn't it?
Look at that.
Absolutely stunning.
Rose Bouquet, that one is. I mean, that's an embossing folder that's inspired that design.
Really lovely. And when you see what you can do,
French
think about
lace.
using these for your home decor as well, because they just work so well. They are just going to be one of those things that you can change out in terms of the seasons. They look fabulous. So there we go, that's one. And oh, by the way, this little one here I'm just bringing in now, this is one of the giveaways on my Facebook page. So if you go to Fiona Clayton Crafter's Companion, this will be one of the ones that we're giving away this evening in our last final call.
Yeah, final call 5 p.m. tonight or this evening on, it is now the 22nd of December. This is getting close, very close to Christmas, of course. The final Saturday before. Yes, gosh. So you're getting all 6 folders here. It's $18.94, which is an ace price once more. And the only reason why we're getting these deals is because thanks to Fiona and the team at Crafts Companion for putting together a really amazing one-day special show, where we've got the one-day special, but we've got a few other deals here for you that are better than half price. In this case, £23 off. And it's like an end-of-year bonanza, I guess. So it's a good time to get all the folders if you fancy.
Should we do a very quick demonstration with this collection as well? So here I've got that lovely rose trellis, gorgeous. What we're going to do is pop this piece of sparkly card. That is a very sparkly piece of card. I'm going to see if I can actually emboss 2 pieces at the same time, just to save myself a wee bit of time. So there we go. I'm just going to pop them both in. Bang went something. I think that was the gilding wax.
It's probably the worst thing that could have dropped, actually.
Okay, that's fine. Well, we'll just look at this and we'll go and have a nose and just see what's happened. I don't even think the lid was on. So that could be me not in the floor manager's good book.
Thank you so much.
For that. But at least it's only for 2018. We've not got many days left.
It's fine.
Wow. Who knew they bounced?
Yeah. Hello, is that the Pebio packaging department? Yeah,
well done.
You've done a great job this year. Yeah, okay. No, that's all. Thank you. Bye.
Fantastic.
Bye-bye. Merry Christmas.
Fantastic. Okay, so now I've got 2 pieces of beautifully embossed card, and we will use my Pebeo gilding wax. Phew. Here we go. Who knew that would bounce, eh? That's fantastic. So what we're going to do is just... Oh, look at this. It's just going to pick it up beautifully. It really is. So you've got the rose detail. There is that gorgeous detail in the background as well. And then I'm going to, when I've just popped some gilding wax on these, we will show it so that you can see it all at home, because it is stunning. I love the look of it. Doesn't it work?
The embossing folders really help to,
yeah.
you know.
But this is what I love about them, because you put in a piece of different card and you totally transformed it. You really have, you know, different colour, different material. Get your craft metals in with these. Emboss your tissue paper. Oh my word, that looks amazing. It really does look stunning. And I'm just going to do this bit just quickly as well, because I need this for my card.
Yeah, Fiona, 2018 has been the year for rice paper as well.
Oh,
so,
yes.
So you can use your rice paper. Leonie's been using that. So you buy it in 2-metre rolls, and or 10-metre rolls, I think, actually. So you pick up all your Spectrum Aqua inks, all your Harmony inks, all on the mat, so you don't waste anything. So you can imagine embossing that as well, your tissue paper and rice paper.
Fantastic. Come and have a look at this, though. Come and have a look at this. This is gorgeous. Look at that. Fabulous. That just looks so pretty. And there's my little piece that I just did as well. So we'll put this card together super quick now. So this is just a very simple stepper card. So what we're going to do is just use... Here we go.
All collal all-purpose.
Collal all-purpose. Good stuff,
We'll find that on the show as well.
That will sit just at the back, just there. We're going to pop this bit with the big rose in the top corner, just at the top. And you know, you can use whatever you want to colour it. This could just be pretty paper you've got at home. I've got a string. How very daring.
String.
There we go. There we are. And then what we'll do is pop a piece of card on the front as well.
This is just one of the 3 embossing folders, 3 3D embossing folders you're getting. Things like Country Garden with the window, the French lace with the detailed rose work and the lacy details at the top and bottom.
Gorgeous. So that's going to sit there. So that's my step. And then what I would do is I would put my laugh on there and my flowers and my foliage. But what I'm going to do, because if I try and pick that one up, all those bits will fold off. So if I bring this one in, which I've stuck together, and then turn this one round and show you, take a look at that. That is such a pretty card. Isn't that lovely?
Yeah, a standout design made by the embossing folder. That's the key ingredient here.
Yes.
You know, got a lovely stamp on there. We remember when those were on a few weeks ago. Gorgeous finishing touch elements, but that embossing folder has made it and inspired it. It's actually a quicker, more satisfying make than you would think as well. It's really good. Only one of 6 embossing folders as well, so you're getting all 6 folders here. You're not choosing 3 or 4. You're not getting 2 as a bonus. You're getting all of them. All of the embossing folders here for just $18.94, £23 off, making that saving for you. 401272 to order them right now. Don't miss out. With the deals, remember, the happy hour deal is available for this hour only, so you've got to get it on this hour between now and 10 a.m. There's also an official one-day special, which we'll get to in a second, but the happy hour deal only for this hour, $11.97 it is to get all 3 of your classic corner dies there. You're getting the floral, you're getting the doily, and you're also getting the lace designs in those. £18 off. Now, we're going to look at everything on the show, because there are so many deals to talk about. This is the core one-day special with a whopper of a saving. Don't look at the saving, or you will turn to craft concrete.
I just hope Sarah's not watching.
£85.
I really do, because I'm sure she doesn't know that.
Is it £85
That's
saving?
ridiculous.
Honestly, seriously, it's a very naughty deal. And they're easel card dies as well.
They are, and so what you're getting here is dies which will create the perfect easel. Let me just do these 2 down here. These are whopping dies at minimum of 5.5 inches, so these are going to work perfectly for your 6 by 6 easel card dies, and of course they're going to fold flat as well. So if these fold flat, they're going to be amazing, aren't they? Really beautiful. I love them to bits, I really do.
Yeah, they're great.
And you have got so many different styles that you can be doing here, styles that you can be using. You've got the beautiful, beautiful shield shape as well as the medallion, so they look stunning. So let's just take that shield shape just on its own. If you just use the shield, what would you use the shield for? What would you use that shape for?
Yeah, so many different things. You've got badges, you've got crests, you've got wizarding people that might enjoy a certain wizard. You've got so many reasons for this. You know, schools, clubs, historical references, men's cards, loads of different reasons.
I mean, that'd be great, wouldn't it? Can you imagine if maybe you're doing something in your craft club and you just want like little prizes? Wouldn't that be lovely to use this shape for little prizes for folks?
Yeah,
but
use metal as well.
You look at that. That is that beautiful bird cage, which again you can use with the bird cage, or you don't have to. I love the two little birds because you'll see the birds are sitting outside of the cage. This is definitely their home, with the little red love heart as well. Absolutely stunning.
You can see that little stopper in the front. These are beautifully made. Everything's matching as well. Your base, your mats and layers, the whole card. Double it up. It's easier to do this than you think, actually. Just a simple glue.
Isn't that lovely? Thank you, Matt.
Yeah, you just stick two of them together, literally, and that's it. You know, underneath you can see who's made it and what they've used, but literally it's just stuck together there, and you can see both of them facing each other. I think that's really sweet.
Now, look at that. Look at these. There is that floral fusion, but this time it's just been cut so you can see through it. Actually, that was cut with acetate. If I turn that round, I don't know whether you'll be able to...
Yeah, you can see the window, actually. There.
Just see, that's acetate that's been cut from. Doesn't that make a very striking card?
Very clever. Half the stock's gone on these now, and we're not surprised. It's a deal that only launched last night at 6 p.m, and we've got £85 off, making it superb. It's a hot, hot offer today.
And there is the henna, this time done the other way up. Doesn't it look different the minute you pop it up the other way? Yeah. And then we've got, this is your butterfly, which has just been used simply as a swirl on this occasion. Doesn't that look lovely? Those frames just work, don't they?
Yeah, everything makes sense. Everything looks really professional with these because you're getting that precision of cutting every time.
And then your heart.
That's going to be useful for
really
a lot of different reasons.
Isn't it? Really smashing.
Yeah.
And then I think finally the one
Weddings,
we haven't seen yet is one of the ones which I think is the most versatile, and that's this swirl, because no matter which way you do it, you've got that great card shape with the matte and layer, with that beautiful decorative detailing that you can use both of them, or you can just use the simpler frame inside. Look at that. Doesn't that look amazing? I love it.
Yeah, the brilliant thing is that they're so easy to make as well.
They are.
If you missed the first part of the show with Fiona, we saw a brilliant demonstration of how easy and simple it is. You cut your base, you've got your scoring bar there, which sort of scores the line. You cut the top bit, fold it, easy, slap it on, and away you go. It's that simple to make an easel card blank before you even start to decorate it. 362-566 to order. 74.92 today. The only reason why we can say that it's not 159.92 is because it's Christmas. It's the end of the year. It's Fiona's last one-day special of the year 2018. I can't believe it. Can't believe we're waving goodbye. Feels like we're waving goodbye to the future. It's the end of 2018, but it is the end of year deal where you're getting that whole bundle for £74.92, half that price if you're doing it on Flexi Buy today. And the item number's just there.
Not just my last one-day special, my last shows of 2018.
Yeah, actually.
Yes.
Fiona, you've had a busy year this year.
It's been a busy year.
You must be ready
though.
for a few days with the family and everything.
I am, but it's been really good fun, so you can't complain. I mean, I get to play with glitter for a living.
Yeah.
What have I got to complain about?
I know. Seriously, we love it. We do. We've got our corner dice eyes, but they are only available for this hour. This is actually quite important. We know half the stock's gone on the one-day special, which is a lot by this time, but this is an even more desperate deal to get early because it's only for this hour.
And these are beautiful. What you've got here is two corners in each. So there is your doily corner. Absolutely gorgeous. That is great for tags as well. Tops of tags. That looks amazing. The floral corner is one which I would use to make a complete card very often. Cut that in 4 corners. You've got the stunning card. Turn it the other way, completely different look. Yeah. And again, the lattice one that's coming up just here. Yeah, if you like Halloween and you like skeletons and you like Gothic, I would get that one. Well, you don't have to just get that one, do you? Because you're getting all them.
Yeah, exactly. And in fact, everything that you just said there, design and style-wise, have a look at the card actually on the packaging. It's completely the opposite. So you could do anything you want with these. Once
Yes,
you've got,
definitely.
Once you've got the dies in your collection, that's a gorgeous design there with your corner details just here on the four corners. So it's gorgeous design, yeah. It's £11.97 plus delivery to order. It's 603891 to get that. It's a happy hour deal for this hour only. I have to reiterate that. It's only available for this hour, so do get it really quickly. Here they are, all, excuse me, all three designs for you, 603891. To order nowish. Yeah, I mean nowish because we've got another 10 minutes for you to get the deal while it's valid as a happy hour deal. Just one more picture to show you. The time's ticking on that happy hour deal, but it's the one-day special. And it is all 8 easel card dies with a massive £85 off. Only available until 6 p.m. with that saving. However, half the stock is gone after yesterday's launch at 6 p.m. So it's only been available on 2 complete live shows so far. And this is a third now this morning, and it is going 362 566. I could have fun with these embossed folders all day long.
They are just stunning, aren't they? Absolutely gorgeous. You've got those beautiful decorative flowers that we've got here. So they are my favourite collection. So again, here we go. Have I got them? So that's okay. We'll figure it out as we go along. Yeah. So there you are. That is your Indian summer. Looks gorgeous. Really lovely. Yeah. And then we've got this lovely Zen garden. I adore this. You know, the nice thing about these is you can use them landscape or portrait or up the other way, to be honest. It really doesn't matter. There is your floral fusion, which is cram-packed with flowers that you could cut out and use as embellishments maybe, decoupage certain elements to give it a completely different look. There is your beautiful butterflies. That's called In the Garden, with that script behind it as well. That is definitely a card in one pass. Then you've got your flourishing frame. And then finally, the one that you saw me demonstrate with, that lovely Love Blossoms as well. Gorgeous, I mean, really stunning.
We loved these when we first saw them, didn't we?
We did.
I mean, but, you know, every time we see them, we just love them that little bit more. So, yeah, don't miss out on getting them, will you?
Yeah, I mean, each one of them is just stunning, isn't it? I love that. Or maybe you're going to do something really floral with these, or perhaps going to take those butterflies that you love and do something like this that you can open up, and you've still got that beautiful card. You know, a piece of card, bit of gilding wax, bit of, you know, a bit of ink, and you're ready to go. They are just simply exquisite. That is really pretty, isn't it? But again, it's just that butterfly cut out and inked up again, and again similar thing just here as well. So each one of them is stunning. There's that mandala as well in its own right. Look at that. Oh, love that, love that, love that, love that. And you know, I really like this one because it's so different. Yeah. Because, and I think this is the thing, different colours. Make the cards your own. Do what you want. There we go. There's one of my favourites. Look at the depth of that, just by decoupaging it. Yeah, a bit of fussy cutting around different elements. You know, sort of 4 or 5 different passes, fussy cut out different elements, decoupage them up, and you've created something so lovely in that floral mandala design. You're getting all 6 folders here too. I keep having to say that because I know what I'd be thinking if I was watching. I'd be looking and thinking, which 3 am I choosing? Which 4 am I choosing today? But you're getting all of them for $18.94. It's a £23 really big saving there. 976 309 to order straight off. We've got 6 more folders that are completely different designs. Now, we didn't, I guess, want to put them in one big bundle of 12 folders, so we can let you choose which 6 you want. Or, with the saving, you can get these other 6 that we're about to show you as well as, because of the big saving today. So lots of deals. They are beautiful, aren't they? And then here's this other set. Now, I really would, if you can stretch to it, go for both, because this is just an incredible collection. They're going to work beautifully together. So there is your rose bouquet. Then that's followed by just here. That is your rambling rose. That was the one you saw me working with. Then there is your country cottage, which again, stunningly beautiful. followed by, I think this is your French lace, just there. And they just work so well. When you see that just how a simple piece of white card can be transformed, that, another one, is a perfect one for photos in the centre.
Yes, cut out the centre, yeah, die cut something.
And then your butterfly trellis, really beautiful.
They're all lovely. Whenever we see any selection, we just get reminded of the artwork in them. And it is artwork, isn't it? There's so much going on with each one.
Really
it's a
is.
picture.
So there you are. There's that Rambling Rose. That's the one you just saw me making. Really beautiful.
Nice card, that. Very nice. Easy to do.
Right, here's my upside down and backwards card that I made last night. Somebody's going to get a really special card from me when they get that one in the post.
Right. Yeah. Oh, it's one of those.
Card.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's really rare, though.
They're really rare.
Yeah.
Really rare, those
oh, my
cards.
Goodness, yeah.
You see, I love this one as well. Look at this for shabby chic. Doesn't that work so well? Using the rose from the rose folder with the butterflies as well. Absolutely gorgeous. Then we've just got that window as well. I'm just grabbing one.
Oh yeah, this is Country Cottage. That's the rose bouquet there in the jar.
And there we go. That is that beautiful
favourite textured swirls.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think that's all of them.
The wood grain.
Have I shown all of them?
Yeah, I think you have. I think you have. Fiona. Yeah, it's the end of the year. Even if you haven't, even if you've missed one, we have. We've seen all 6. 18.94 it is, including delivery. If you're with Freedom already, 401272 to order now. Go for it. And also the happy hour deal. Time is ticking away on that. I reckon we've got about 5.5 minutes or something on that, 4 minutes. So very quickly we'll mention the happy hour deal, and then hopefully we've got time to mention the one-day special just before the end of the show too. 11.97 it is for your corner Desire Classics dies 603A91. Just to reiterate again, that's this hour only. Back to the one-day special because we're getting an 80, count them, £85 saving. On the one-day special, better than half price by a long stretch.
These are just beautiful, beautiful easel cards, which are going to make the most exquisite cards simply and easy. Your friends will ask you, how did you make that? Because they will look stunning. Every single one of them is a little work of art. It really is. Now look at that. Which dad or uncle or granddad would not love that?
That's brilliant card, that. Brilliant
You know, if you love your steampunk, go for something like that because they look amazing. But don't think you just have to do them like that, because you could do that framework like that. And I'm going to bring in one. That's a good luck one. Love it because, of course, you've got the clock and the hands and the little pocket watch.
Yeah.
But look at this. You don't have to just do boring colours. Pink and orange, my favourite combination. There you go. I love that card. It just makes me smile. And I think
like
that's what handmade cards should do.
Yeah.
They should speak to the person that you're sending them to, and they should enable you to play with them to create beautiful cards.
Personalisation is what it's all about.
It really is.
Grab your one-day special. Big headlines are, you've got your happy hour deal, only available for this hour, so you've got to get that now. And also the one-day special is going fast. Half the stock is gone when we last checked. A teenager just walked into the... Oh, no, it's Dave Bradford. He's up next. Stay tuned. It's the Tonic Secret Santa coming up next with TV's Dave Bradford. Also, the big save with Deco Art, Nikki's in, and the House of Alistair big save, all still to come.
Seams is the go-to hand cream for those looking to help maintain soft, beautiful hands. Luxurious yet incredibly lightweight, this soothing hand cream leaves your skin feeling silky smooth without leaving a greasy residue, making it perfect for crafters or any other busy hands that are on the go. To stock up, check out hochanda.com.
Hello, I'm Phil Martin. I'm a member of the Creative Expressions team. Sentimentally Yours is my brand of photopolymer and rubber stamps, and I also have my paper pads and cosmic shimmer products that coordinate perfectly. Really looking forward to seeing you all on Hochanda, so please join me for my show where I can share some of my hints and tips with you.
Good morning. Hello, welcome along. It is Saturday. How's your preparations going? Okay? You having a nice day in, watching us, putting your feet up, watching TV, letting the world go by? That's probably the best thing to do today. Yeah, just sit down and back some bargains. I have put this on Facebook already, and I know lots of you have actually jumped ahead of us and bought a few of what we have on the show. Let me just explain the concept here. What we've got is from Tonic, a whole bundle. We're calling it the Secret Santa Show, because this is like our Secret Santa gift to you from Tonic. Each of the 4 bundles we've got in the show today have got a value of £100. That's what you should be paying for them. 100 quid. 100 quid on number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. You're going to get each one of these sets for £24.99, 3/4 off the price. Now, the contents may vary ever so slightly. What we're about to show you, though, is a good indication as to what you can expect for that £24.99. And remember, that is a delivered price as well if you're a Freedom member as well. No P&P to pay. But I'll tell you what I'll quickly do is I'll show you number 1, 2, 3 and 4 so you can see roughly what's in each one, and then make your mind up and put them in your basket and check out. And remember, if you go over £60 spend, you can have a flexi order. So if you want all 4, where you'll be saving then £300, and you can spread the £100 over 2 flexis if you want to. Okay, so that's what we're doing. £100 worth of Tonic goodies for just £24.99. This is our first set. So this one is the Santa Fairy that you can see. Calling it that because obviously you've got your 2 fairies down here. I'll do a little quick whiz through so you get an overview as to what you want. Here, by the way, you've got the words cool, awesome and sweet. They're in die form. Baubles and matting and layering dies. All of that, £100 value. It is yours today for £24.99. So that is the fairy one. That item number is 227520. If you like number 1, that's what you need to make sure is in your basket. Now, next up, we're going to go down the counter pretty quick to show you all 4 of these. This is the second one, and we'll go back into it in more detail in a second. This one is called Santa Friend, because you've got basically best friends die down the bottom there, so that's what gives it the name and the title. Again, you've got your matting and layering dies here as well. Lovely design and lovely shape. This is the most popular one so far. Very busy. Over 10% of the entire stock is gone. We've only just showed it to you, but I think a lot of you did jump ahead with a little Facebook post I put out there earlier on. £24.99, again, an overall value of £100. Contents may vary ever so slightly, but basically what you're seeing here is 99% of what you're going to be getting in the post, okay? £100 worth of die value for just £24.99. So maybe you want number 1 and number 2. That's £49.98 so far. If you go for number 3 as well, you can open up a flexi order, spread the cost into 2. There's number 3. Same sort of idea, but different dies and different shapes. This one's got the big, wonderful butterfly. That's, as soon as you see that, you're going to absolutely want that, aren't you? You've got what could be a little speech bubble set of nesting dies at the top there as well. You've got the word hope, sleigh, stars, £100 worth. This is what we call Santa Best Wishes, or Secret Santa Best Wishes. Having a little look at the close-ups of those for you. That's got the star in it, which is all year round. You then got that little pinprick die there as well with the flowers. That's great if you want to maybe do a little bit of embroidery, stitch through it as well if you want to. The big butterfly always goes down well. The word hope. Then you've got the matting and layering dies. Wonderfully ornate frames. and then a kind of they're calling it swirled lace, but that stays in the cardstock one side, or it can cut out completely. That's number 3. That's the Secret Santa Best Wishes. And then down the end, this is called Birthday Wishes. Same concept. £100 worth of tonic luxury dyes. You're only paying £24.99. How do we do this? How on earth do we do this? I don't know, but occasionally we're able to. We've done like bags of inspiration before, you know, but we're calling it a Secret Santa because obviously it's nearly Christmas time. So treat yourself to maybe an extra present on top of what you've already know you're going to be getting. Treat yourself to this at £24.99. It's money so well spent because you save £75. Where else can you go and spend £24.99 and save £75? Not many places I know. Even in the sales, you don't get deals like this. This is just too good to miss out on. And this has actually got the tonic glue in it as well. It's the only one that has. But you've got wreaths in here. Again, you've got the kind of pinprick detail one there as well, which I know lots of you love. The wreaths are great. The berries are great. Really useful. Just having a quick little look through. There's the birthday wishes. Lots of you loving this one. Yeah. Well, this is the 4th one and the final one of the set. So you choose which set you want, or which sets you want, maybe plural. And as I mentioned before, if you wanted to go for 1, 2, 3 and 4, you'll then have £400 worth of tonic goodies. You'll only be charged £99.96, and you can have it on Flexi. So then it will be the first Flexi payment today of £49.98. That's all you pay today. No P&P if you're a Freedom Club member. We'll do that. Should we just do that? Put it in our basket. Can we do that? Put all 4 in. We'll put all 4 into our basket. So that's going to charge us. There we are. There it goes. Go down to the bottom. There we go. If you're not a Freedom member, of course, it will charge you postage of £5.95. So pay today £55.95, and in 4 weeks' time, on the 22nd of January, it says the 13th month there. It's January. It's £50. £50. So yeah, it's confused. It doesn't know it's the first month of the year next month. So that's how it works, okay? So you pay your £55.95 today if you're not a Freedom member, and then £50 in 4 weeks' time. You'll have all 4 of these sets. You'll have £400 worth of tonic dyes and glue for basically just under £100. And all you're paying today is that first payment of just over 50. So let's spend a bit more time looking at them in more detail then. This is number 1, set number 1, which is the Santa Fairy. Now, these fairies, correct if I'm wrong, but I think these fairies here, they could be a disco. They could be a nightclub. They could be dancers. They don't have to be fairies. But you are getting the 2 big fairies, and you're getting the 2 little fairies as well with the wings. They're really cute. So you get 4 dies in this set alone. But without the wings, they just look like they're at Glastonbury, or they could be a bit of a gig somewhere. Yeah, dancing. She's sat down there, and she's dancing her heart out up there. So that's the first set that you're getting. This one, next to it, this is the one that's got the little dotty detail in it. So you've got, rather than them being kind of sharp, you've actually got little cones on there. And what that does is it pierces holes so that if you wanted to thread some embroidery thread through, you could actually stitch with it. You could faux stitch with it with a fine liner pen, or just leave it with the little dots there and put maybe some Nouveau drops on top. That would go down very nicely. And it gives you exactly the right place where you should put them, so that they're evenly spaced out. So that's another very popular die here. Next to that, we've then got a kind of a resting fairy, I reckon. If you wanted to chop her wings off, so she's just kind of chilled out, maybe sat next to a tree in the park or something like that, you can actually chop away the wings after you've cut her out, or just leave her as a resting fairy. Yeah, maybe having a picnic with a friend or something like that. Baubles, self-explanatory. That could be maybe a Christmas earring you can make out of that if you wanted to, a couple of earrings. Cool, but a nice big size. So there's your bauble. And then at the end there, those 3 words, I like this actually, awesome, cool and sweet. And then above, you've then got some of the bigger dies. Now, these are quite magical, these dies. If I just show you around, you've actually got, you paid £20 for this die, wouldn't you? Maybe even £24.99 possibly for this die. You've got 2 cutting edges just here. One is straight and one's got like a scalloped edge to it. So you've got the potential of either having this like a big topper, for example. That would look fantastic on a DL card or a big card or whatever. You can, of course, if you wanted to, kind of chop into it once it's been cut out as well, make it, fold it in possibly if you wanted to do that. Or you could leave one side of it in the cardstock and just have the decorative edge to the card on the left. Or equally, you can cut it out both sides or just keep it in the cardstock. It's up to you. Always a good idea to have separate outside cutting edges. It just means you've got an awful lot more versatility. And always on the back of the tonic packaging, you've got ideas as to how to actually make your card, how to put it together and so on. So that is a great die. I think that's worth the £24.99 on its own, I really do. Now next to that, we then start to look at some of the decorative frames that are here. Now, these are lovely. Again, you've got an outside cutting edge, which is completely separate. So if you want that to be a card blank in that shape, you've got that option. But then you've also got all these other decorative dies, and there's a cutting edge in between each one. So if you wanted to mat and layer them and stick them together with some foam pads to get height and dimension, you've got that option. So you can keep it fancy, or you can keep it nice and simple and plain. You've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4. You've got 5 plain cutting edges in that shape, but just in different sizes. You get 5 of those. And then the other ones, of course, are the decorative frames. And they don't actually have outside cutting edges, so they will stay in your cardstock. So you can use them very, very versatile indeed. You've actually got a total of 10 dies in that set alone. 10 in there. Wow. Next to that, you've got probably one of the most useful dies you'll ever own, matting and layering dies. They are the heroes of when it comes to die cutting, because they are so useful. Whether you want to make frames, in other words, if you wanted to make a frame, maybe, I don't know, 0.5 centimetre or something like that, all you've got to do, basically, is just put 2 frames together in at the same time. It will cut out a frame for you perfectly. You've then also got all these different layers, which you can, of course, have an inverted card. You can have a card that steps up, like a pyramid style. That would always look very, very good. They're beautifully designed, and there's something a bit different. Rather than just having, you know, plain old circles and squares and ovals, why not have this wonderful shape? It reminds me a little bit of Spellbinder's shapes as well, possibly. So it kind of goes into a little point in the centre. Rather lovely, and from Tonic, you know they are going to be the finest quality. I mean, that shows you, it's a landscape and it's portrait, either way. So whether it's holes that you want to do like an innie card, as we call it, or whether it's layers up to create like a pyramid style, that will do that really well. It will cut out apertures for you brilliantly. It will cut frames for you brilliantly. So really, really versatile. Again, what would you pay for those alone? $24.99? This whole bundle is only $24.99, and every single one of the 4 we're showing you is proving popular. And then you've got the word cherish at the end there as well. And that's in the Will's Hand font. So if you've got some other dies in that font, you know that's going to work in very, very nicely. Many of you are going for more than one set, but the tricky question and the tricky answer is to pick which set you want. Meg and I, our producer, was stood there at the counter looking and said, which one do you think is going to be the most popular? I couldn't call it. I really couldn't call it, because there's benefits to each one. They're all fantastic value. If you can go for more than one to double your saving, you know, if you went for 2 sets, you'd be saving then in the region of 150 quid. You'd be getting £200 worth of dies for just under 50. You can't have Flexi at just under 50, so go for 3, so it's just under 75. Then you can have Flexi, that'll be about 37.50 today and 37.50 in 4 weeks' time if you wanted 3 of them. So that's number 1. That's the fairy collection, because it's got the fairies in the base. Now we're going to leap to set 4, because that's flown already. Set number 4, is that the most popular at the moment? Set number 4 is the most popular. Okay, what is it about set 4 you're loving, possibly the most? Tell us. Which set you're going for? What was it that made you go for set 4, or what was it made you go for set 2? Tell us what you're buying and what do you think about the value. Remember, the contents will vary ever so slightly, but this is a really good indication as to what you're going to be getting in the post just after Christmas. Already nearly 1/3 of the stock of this has gone. Now that surprises me, because that was the last one we looked at, and yet it's in the lead. So it's jumped straight into the lead above all the other 3. Very, very busy here. OK, let's spend a bit more time looking at this one then. Here we've got, starting off, I talked about the matting and layering dies being so useful. This set, again, so versatile, just like the last set I showed you. Whether you're doing inverted cards, pyramid-style cards, making frames, making apertures, lovely shapes, really useful, very desirable. Again, it works landscape and portrait. Very essential set to have, I'd say. So that's the first thing. Maybe it's that's making you go, that's the set I want. Or maybe it's this one next to it. Again, this has got a slight curve going in, it's got a waist to it, and actually it complements the dies in set 1 quite nicely. Actually, let me just see. If I just grab the dies in set 1 that I just showed you, the matting layering ones, they're not identical, but I think that's not far off. You could use those 2 together, couldn't you? You really could. So that's from set 1, this is in set 4, but they kind of work together nicely. Yeah, just realised that they kind of complement each other nicely. That's good. So what you've got here again are, let's count the dies on this one. You've got 7 dies in this. Again, just like before on the last set, you've got an outside cutting edge, inside decorative dies. So these don't cut out the cardstock, but the outside cutting edge will if you want to separate it. And again, plenty of potential for matting and layering. Really lovely ornate dies, and that's what the actual die will cut out on the front there. Then we've got the wings. Now, again, going back to set number 1, hang on a sec. Let me get our fairy. I'm thinking set 1 and set 4 really are made to go together. Where are we with the wings? Let me just get our little fairy. Where are the wings? There. Look. Our fairy from set 1 could have wings from set number 4. Or it stands alone as a butterfly. But yeah, that works rather nicely. 1 and 4, that's my tip. Yep, set 1, set 4, less than £50. Done. And you're saving yourself 150 quid. That's pretty cool. So there's a butterfly or wings if you want to convert them into that. You've got your tonic glue down there as well, which is just the most essential thing ever. That's in the bundle. Then you've got your berries, your berry sprig. Now, if you've got any foliage dyes, any fern dyes, anything like that, you can, of course, with a little bit of red cardstock or brown and red cardstock, create your own berries. You've then also got the berry wreath, the holly and the berry wreath just next to it too. And I'll just turn it around to show you the size. This is actually the same size as the image on the front. Sometimes it varies. It's a nice big die though, isn't it? Lovely. A few glossy accents on there, maybe for berries as well, if you wanted to use them like that. This is another one of those piercing dies I talked about. So where you've got the little holes, you can either embroider with embroidery thread, you can actually stitch, or you can put Nuvo drops on them, or you can just leave them perforated. They look good either way, or with a fine liner, link them together to make it look as if it's been stitched. Then you've got your birthday wishes. That's going to be a well-used die, definitely. I mean, all of these are going to be used again and again and again. Peace. Something probably not many households are going to have over the next few days. And then that's in the Will's Hand font as well, which kind of complements with the Cherish that we showed you earlier. Now at the top here, we've got 2 corners. Now, rather lovely these. They work that way. They work that way. You could hang maybe a sign from them or a banner from them or someone's name or date or you know, how old they are or whatever. You could actually cut it out 4 times to make a fantastic rectangular frame, which you could put a picture in. So they're really versatile. You can chop into them as well once they've been cut out. So if you don't necessarily want to have the bar that long, you can actually kind of chop it just there. So it's more of an even right angle. But that's really useful. And then you've got this one, which is similar, but more ornate. There's a lot more going on in this. Again, you can use it as just a single corner in the corner of a card or in a frame. Maybe you've got some plain mount board frames. You just want to jazz it up a little bit with something a bit more floral in the corner with a picture over here. Again, you can cut it out 4 times to make a rectangular frame. You can chop it down. You do all sorts with it. But look at the detail that's in there. There's tons and tons and tons of detail. There we are. Look, and it's not Christmassy. It's just a floral one, so it's an all year round investment. But remember, the value of all these bundles is £100 of anybody's money. If you bought all of these individually, you'd be spending £100, possibly even more as well. Contents may vary slightly, but for the vast majority of everyone watching, this is going to be what's coming through the post with a tweak here or there. But 40% gone of this set. Wow. We're only how many minutes in? Quarter of an hour into the show. Now, I reckon this could sell out, this one. I think a few of them might go. I mean, they are too good to miss. I put a message on Facebook. I know there's a lot going on this weekend for a lot of households. A lot of you have got lots of things to do. Busy, busy, busy. But if you know that you want to get this, you want to take advantage of this special offer, saving you £75, charging you only £24.99 for £100 worth of tonic. You know, it's not like it's a brand that's not popular, or it's not like these are dyes that have been unpopular in the past. It's nothing like that. These are huge brands. Tonic is one of the best loved brands here. And these are some of the best loved dyes that they've done. All these matting and layering dyes, the wings, the butterflies, all of that, ever so popular. It's just a case, I suppose, at certain times of the year, tonic go well. We want to kind of clear our stock to make way for new things coming through in the new year, and then they give us this opportunity. 45% of this has gone. Very, very popular. I'm going to move off it now, but it's 563411. If it's this one that you want, this is the Birthday Wishes collection. It's the 4th one in our set. If you go to the website, you can see everything about the 4 sets that we have available for you. Let's go back to set 3 then. Set number 3 is the Best Wishes, Secret Santa's Best Wishes. This is not far behind number 4. This is nearly a third of the stock gone. Busy on all of them. Are we going to have a complete sellout? Could this potentially be a complete sellout show? I would not be surprised at this sort of price, at £24.99. By the way, if you're wondering what I'm wearing, I keep forgetting I'm wearing it. I'm going to get some weird looks in the supermarket later. Secret Santa. This is my Secret Santa present from Lottie. Mama makes, you know. She's here on Christmas Eve. She's one of our producers here. And she knows that I've got a white one of these, so she thought she'd get me a black one. So I'm wearing it today. Rather nice. I'm liking it. I'm loving it. Thank you for the comments as well. Right, what else is in here then? We've got the Santa's sleigh down here. Now, if you cut that out twice, you could then link it together with a bit of cardstock and make a three-dimensional sleigh. And you could put maybe sweets in it or something like that, or just have it ornamental. Do it in mirror cards. That will look rather cool. So there's your Santa's sleigh. We've then got the star next to it. Now, obviously, you can cut that out numerous times. You can make it into a star garland if you want to, or a mobile, have metallic stars just kind of flittering and moving in the breeze. That would be rather nice. You could turn it into a sheriff's badge if you want to make your little one a sheriff for a day with a cowboy hat on. All sorts of ways of using that, but again, it's not just Christmas, it's a star for all year round. Put it on your bedroom door like a dressing room star, why not? Next to that, you've got best wishes. Actually, I'll quickly show you the size of the star, if you're wondering. There we go. Rather nice. Dead simple, but very, very useful. Best wishes, that's a nice one. And it's actually, the font on that one has actually got, it looks like a bit like ticker tape. So you've got the kind of classic capital letters at the top, and then you've got the kind of ticker tape wishes underneath it. Rather lovely. Then we have another one of our flourish effects, again with the piercings that you can see there, where the dots are, that's where those little cones on the die will pierce the cardstock, and that's where you can thread embroidery thread through, or put your Nuvo drops, or just join them together. It's up to you. Or you could just, with a felt tip, just kind of highlight them with a bit of colour if you want to do that. And then I think this is probably one of the reasons that this is such a popular bundle. You've got your Mariposa, you've got your butterfly, but again, that could be wings. I wonder if she's too small for that, or whether she's about the right size. Let me get my fairy again. Where's she gone? There we go. Let me just see if she'll fit on here. I reckon she might. This is the fairy again out of number 1. And here we go. Let's have a little look. Let's put the two together. Fairy from number 1. Oh, yes. Perfect. So, yeah, Jimmy, the director, reckons that probably is better than the number 4. I think both work. Both work fine. She would work beautifully well. Very flamboyant. So yes, number 1 and number 3 would work together. Number 1 and number 4 would work together. So there's that huge butterfly wing. And then at the top here, we've then got the word hope. That's again in Will's hand font. That's what it's called, Will's hand. So the cherish works well with it, and the other one, which was, what was the other word? Can't remember. Cherish. That's right, cherish. So that would work with it as well. Then matting and layering dies. Whenever I see the one with a little kind of point to it, I always think it looks like a speech bubble. So if you wanted to use it like that, certainly one of the smaller ones you could use like that. But again, it's a lovely shape, working portrait or landscape. And just if I take one of the smaller ones off just to show you there, yeah, that could easily be a speech bubble. Yeah, with a little comment inside it or whatever. So you've got, how many dies here? We've got a big collection of 10. Is it 10? Yeah, 10 Metalcraft dies. Wow. Oh, there's a little one at the back. It's just come off the back of the packaging. There we go. Tiny little speech bubble. Cute. So again, for matting and layering, making those inverted cards, making the pyramid styles again, and just making a frame. Yeah, there's so many ways of using these. There really, really is. Now, this set next, I've not seen this before, actually. This is quite unusual. It's an unusual shape, but again, you've got separate outside cutting edges. I think the designers at Tonic are spot on. Their engineering and their imagination is one of the best in the business, I think. They really are fantastic. So the quality that you're going to get and the results you're going to get for your card making and scrapbooking, you'll be so delighted with. You'll take all the credit, but it's the Tonic guys that have done all the hard work. So outside cutting edge, decorative frame, same again, it just alternates all the way down, so you end up with a wonderful design on the card like that, or like that, or just use an element of it. If you don't want to make a big card, you can always use the smaller dies on the end. You don't always have to use them all together. And then the last one here, this is another one of those ones that kind of stays in the cardstock and also cuts out of the cardstock at the same time. So look at the amount of die you've got here. Yeah, it does look a little bit like a seahorse, I suppose. It could be. Yeah, like the face, the eye there. Yeah. But also, it's just a beautifully ornate design, isn't it? Really different, really unusual. There you've got what look like keyboard keys, like piano keyboard keys. You could easily thread some ribbon through that if you wanted to get a bit of fabric texture going on. There's lots of ways, and you can do the same on down here as well. There's loads of ways of using it. But this has got a cutting edge on one side only. There. So the idea behind that is, if you line that up on the edge of a card, whether it's a DL or whatever it might be, that will then cut away that shape, perfectly. But then on this side, there's no cutting edge. All of that detail's cut out of the card, but this side there's no cutting edge, so it will stay attached to the card like, I'll just show you the back, that. Now, doesn't that look ornate? Really different, really unusual. And I see what Jimmy means actually about seahorse. It does look a little bit like that with the dot in the centre for the eye maybe. Really lovely. Look at how fine those elements are, those little bars there. They're so intricate and so detailed. Now this set number 3, which we're calling Secret Santa Best Wishes, 40% of the stock of this has gone. So if you want this, remember, this will work beautifully well with set number 1 as well, because our fairy fits the butterfly wings, but also set number 1 will work with set number 4, which we showed you a few minutes ago. 780171, if this is the set for you, it is only £24.99. Tell your friends, actually. I know a lot of people have got other things to do today, and maybe watching TV wasn't part of their day's schedule. All you've got to do, just text them. Get them to have... Stay there. It's annoying me, this. Stay. That's it. Get them to just go on their phone or on their mobile, go to hochanda.com, and you'll see the offer. Just grab it. Save 75 quid, spend just £24.99, no P&P if you're a Freedom member, and you'll have £100 worth of tonic dyes on their way to you. Remember, contents may vary ever so slightly, but this is a really good indication as to what's going to be arriving. You'll be over the moon. You won't believe how little you've spent and how much you've got when the postman delivers. OK, number 2. This is busy as well. This is busy too. Again, same applies. It's only £24.99. Actually, I've just realised all of these have got wings in. So our angel, or fairy, would work well with these as well. There we go. Yeah. Slightly more delicate wings this time. And that's wings relaxed. It could be actually a veil, couldn't it? Like a wing veil. Yeah, if you look at that, they could be floral as well, couldn't they? They could actually be fuchsias or like a variety of fuchsia. Yeah, very lovely. But she will work with that and that as well. Now, this set, all the sets are busy. This set, 40% of the stock has gone. This is taking this sort of concept to another level, because you've got more, they've got more curves. So if you're liking the idea of having a little bit more kind of dimension, a bit more curviness going on there, again, for your matting and layering, it looks almost good enough to eat that shape, doesn't it? Like an ice cream or something like that. Now, in the top, you've got Faith. You've got your essential matting and layering, the beige scallop layering die set is what it's called. Next to that, you've then got your garden gate. Now, they're straight-sided, but you do have curves at the top and at the bottom. Quite a traditional shape and quite a traditional look. But again, loads of dies for your money there. Outside cutting edge, inside decorative edge. Outside cutting edge, so it keeps on going. So, what do you like the look of? Cards that are pronounced, that stand up, like the pyramid style? Do you like the ones that kind of go down, like the kind of a cavernous design? Or are you just going to be matting and layering with them, keep them nice and flat? Or making frames, cutting out apertures? Either or all of the above, these dies will do it all for you. Faith, again, has been written in Will's hand, the fonts. So all of these kits and all of these sets are going to work well together. Nothing's kind of mismatched at all. Everything works. The wings down here, they again can be used on their own. They can be used with the characters that are in set 1. You've got Best Friends just there as well. So that's got the kind of ticker tape font at the top and then the capital letters down the bottom. We love the Lunar. Look at that man in the moon style. It's really, really lovely. You could even, if you wanted to, let me just get my other fairy. Is there a face in there? Is there? Oh, yes. I missed it. Absolutely, yeah. Look. I'll just point it out for you if you can't see it. Nose. And there's the eye. Oh, yeah. Can you see that, Janice? Oh, she hasn't got glasses on. Janice is here next hour. What I'll do, though, let me just show you here with the sat-down fairy. Yeah. I reckon she could be sat in the moon. Because it's the actual size. See? She's sat down crossing her legs. She could sit in the middle of the snoozing moon. Yeah, that would work. So set 1 and set 2 work together. She's also got the potential to stay in the cardstock. I didn't realise she had an outside cutting edge, but she has. So that's quite a cool thing, actually. So she is from set 1, remember. There's the outside cutting edge for her, but she will fit in the moon perfectly. So the fairies I'm going to put back, because I don't want to get anyone confused. They're in set number 1, not in set number 2. So what you get in set 1 is your bauble that goes to a point. The man in the moon with the eye on the nose, which maybe you didn't see to start with, because I didn't. There it is. It's obvious when you see it, isn't it? It's a lovely big size die, that as well. Look, gorgeous. Lots for your money. Then we've got Best Friends, and we've got the wings on their own. And then at the top, we've got the word Faith. You've got your bay scallop. You've got your garden gate, and you've then got another one of the ones that stay half in the cardstock, half out. So it works a little bit like that swirly one that we showed, said that looked like a seahorse. This works in the same way. So if I turn it round, you can see that you've got, is it one? No, you've got 2 cutting edges on this one, actually. So you can cut it out. This is crying out to be folded as well. You can make it into like a little bag if you want to, because it's a geometric pattern that repeats on the top and on the bottom. So if you wanted to use both cutting edges so the whole pattern gets cut out, it can then become a little bag. You can use it horizontally or vertically, doesn't matter. You can not use the cutting edges at all, so it just cuts the design into like a corner of a box, for example. Because it's got the same at the top as it has at the bottom, you can actually position it in such a way that the right angle of the box is right in the centre of the design. That works really well. Really cool. And down the bottom there, fold it together, keep it nice and long if you want to, it's up to you. But you get 2 outside cutting edges, so it will stay in the cardstock one side if you want it to, and it can be cut out on the other. So it's very, very versatile and a lovely die to have. That's what I mean when I say kind of cutting out half of the card and leaving the other half in, like that. That works really well. 45% of this one has gone as well, so all of them really, every single set is proving popular, and the concept of this, remember, is that you're only spending £24.99, you're getting whichever set you choose, £100 worth of value from Tonic, and remember, you might be thinking, oh, that's not bad, I wish I could go for all 4. Well, if you decide to go for 3 or 4 of them, all different, you'll have a flexi order, because you spend over £60, it automatically triggers and opens up a flexi order possibility. So you only pay half of it today, plus your P&P, and then half of it in 4 weeks' time. No P&P if you're a Freedom member on anything from Hochanda or indeed Craft Price Drop. But think about it, if you went for all 4 today, the maths are, you'll have £400 worth of Tonic dies, you'll only be charged $99.96, you can have flexi, so you'll only spend $49.98 today, plus your P&P, and $49.98 this date in January, and you'll have £400 worth of Tonic goodies coming, and you'll save 300 quid. Not bad, eh? Now's a good time to order it. We'll talk a little bit more about Flexi, and then we'll come back and go through the deals again for you.
Flexi order has arrived at Hochanda. What is Flexi order? When you place an item on FlexiBuy in your basket, you qualify for Flexi order, which means any other items you add to your basket will also be included in your FlexiBuy payments, so you can spread the cost over multiple monthly payments. After your first payment is made, your entire order will be dispatched. When you add at least £60 worth of any items to your shopping baskets, either online or on the phone, you'll qualify for our Flexi order offer. This means you can spread the cost of your order over equal monthly FlexiBuy payments, offering you the extra flexibility when you shop with us. Flexi order, making your shopping experience with Hochanda easier.
Someone's asked for a twirl. Okay then. It's cool, isn't it? It's like I've just been dipped in a bowl of paint or something, or I don't know. Leonie's gone like that with a paintbrush, which she has been known to do. Great to have your company on this Saturday morning. Here we are then with one of the highlights of the day, I think, for value for money and what you're getting if you just switched on and don't know what we're up to at the moment. It's called a Secret Santa, but it's also been known in the past as a Bag of Inspiration show. In other words, we've done a deal with Tonic. I don't know how we've done this. We've said to them, OK, we want 4 bundles that all work together, please, of dies, but we only want to charge everyone watching £24.99. Now, they've gone, all right. How they've done that, I don't know. Because it should be £100 you're paying for all that's in these bundles. And actually, going back only a few years, you'd have been paying 40 quid for nesting dies like that. You remember the days when that was how much, a die set like that would be? They've come down quite a bit in price, obviously, with mass production now, and everyone wants dies, so the price has come down. But not to this level. Not to get £100 worth of Tonic dies for £24.99, which is what is going to be happening to you. We will get it to you ASAP. Set 4, though, 70% of the stock has gone. This is the only set that's got the glue pen in it, OK? Not that that probably makes a massive difference to you, but that's the one that's got the glue. But all of the other dies that you're getting in set 4 may vary ever so slightly, but this is a really good, true indication as to what you're going to be receiving. The value will be of £100 or more, minimum £100 value. I love these two here. I think that's maybe why this is in the lead at the moment, because these are very useful. You've got them as potential frames, because it's think of it as a quarter of a frame, not just a right angle or a bracket. You can hang numbers on it if you wanted to wish someone a happy birthday. You could put a sentiment, a stamp a sentiment underneath it, so it's almost like a pub arm that reaches out with a sign hanging down from it. Cut it out 4 times, you've got a rectangular frame. And they don't have to join either. You can have them as wide apart as you like. So that's a really useful die to have, which I've put upside down. There we go. The one next to it, same actually. You've got all those flowers going on there. Again, you can snip into it, cut them out if you want to. You can make them into rectangles, make them into squares. If you actually trim that down a little bit, so you chop it, say, there, and cut that out 4 times, you then have a square frame rather than a rectangular frame. So the potential of it is huge. £24.99. Next to that, we've then, of course, got the first of our matting and layering dies here. There are actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 8 dies in that set. I'll just show you the little diddy one, because it's really cute. Look, how cute's this? 70% of the stock has gone on this offer. Now 3/4 gone. I think this could be our first one to sell out, and I think we will sell out of this. We've got 20 minutes left on the show, roughly. So if you want that, please, whatever you do, get it now, sooner rather than later. If you want to buy a few of them, remember, you can buy 1, 2, 3 or 4 of them. We don't care. You can have as many of them as you like, provided we have stock, and you can open a flexi order if you're spending over £60. So if you don't want to spend 100, but you're thinking, well, actually, you know, 74.97 divided by 2, that would be about £37.50 roughly. That's all you'd have to pay today if you wanted 3 sets, and then £37.50 in 4 weeks' time. That's if you wanted 3, and you'd then be saving £225 if you bought 3 of them. If you went for all 4 of them, you'd be saving £300 off what the price should be, and they all work together. This is the lovely thing. That's why so many of you are going for more than one set, because the wings, the butterflies, the fairies, they all tie in together nicely. And also, of course, the matting and layering dies, they kind of follow on from each other as well. So there's lots of opportunity to mix and match and play. You've got an instant die collection by buying all 4 of these today. Maybe if you bought dies as and when you've seen them one by one over the years, you've probably got a massive collection of them. Well, this is an instant collection, isn't it? I don't know how many dies we've actually got here. Shall I add them all up? OK. Got only 3 in that one. That surprises me. I thought there'd be more than that. 3 in there. We've got 10 in there, so 13. Next one is 8. That's 21. 22, 23, because it's got an outside cutting edge. Down here we've got 6. That's 29. Next we've got, I think there's just 1 in there, so that's 30. 31, 32. 33, 34, 35, 36. 36 dies for £24.99. This is ridiculous. This is amazing. Nearly 40% of this. This is the one that we're calling the fairy collection because it's got the 2 fairies in it. And well, actually, there's 3. But we reckon that lady with that fairy there, oh, actually, there's 5. There's 2 small ones, 2 larger ones. If you think they're both the same, they're not. She sat down. I reckon she'd look fantastic sat in the moon that we showed you a few minutes ago. And there she is dancing away. She could have something in her hands. She could have the fairy resting on her hand or something. But they are separate. They're not joined together. So they are separate dies. And there we go. Look, you've got 4 in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, there's 6 dies in there because there's the outside cutting edges as well. But they work well with the wings that are in set 2, 3, and 4 actually, because the butterflies would act as wings. Yeah, mix and match. Then you've got the flourish with the little pinprick detail there. That's proving very popular as well. And remember, it pierces a hole in the card, but it's a cone. Because when I first saw those dies, I said to Jodie, Jodie, that's going to be a real pain to clean because all the little bits of white paper are going to get stuck in those tiny little holes. She said, oh, no. There are holes. It's not holes. It's actually little cones. So it's solid metal. So there's nothing for the card to sit into. So, because otherwise that would be a real pain to kind of get that clean every time. So the little cones that pierce the paper, they make the hole, and then of course you can stitch through it if you want to, or do other effects. It's entirely up to you. Then you've got your resting fairy. She's had a long journey by the look of her, and her wings are down, but you can easily snip those wings away. So it's just basically a young lady, maybe in the park in the summertime or whatever, just resting, relaxing. And then we've got the bauble. She could be resting up against the bauble. And then you've got these wonderful words: awesome, cool, and sweet. Great to use awesome on a card. What a great positive word that is. And there's actually, yes, 4 dies there. You've got the little and as well. You could use all 3 of them: awesome, cool, and sweet. And then up the top here, again, the matting and layering dies that we've talked about, and also, of course, this one, which is huge and also wonderfully decorative. This, again, can be, if you want it to be, staying in the edge of the card. If you're doing maybe a bifold or a trifold, that's the way it can look. Really lovely. Equally, it's exactly symmetrical. It's the same at the top as it is at the bottom. So if you are doing edges of things, you can wrap it round like the boxes that we showed you before, or you can fold it together. You can actually make it into a bag. A handbag. Look, that handbag down the bottom there has got this die as the flap at the top. So you've got a front and a back because it's symmetrical in the middle. Really cool. So there we are. You've got 2 cutting edges on that, so if you do want to cut it out for that purpose, you can do that, or you can just leave 1 cutting edge in there and it stays in the cardstock. It's up to you. Then you've got your decoratives, your decorative matting and laying. So again, you've got an outside cutting edge. If you just want that shape, but you don't want any of the detail, there we go, look. That would cut out a wonderful template blank, either, again, for matting and layering, or just for a topper or something like that. And then you've got the other dies, of course, which have got all the decorative detail in them. Then you've got the slightly kind of curvy matting and layering dies. They call that the cockle shell. Cockle shell. And then you've got the word cherish at the end. So this is the first one, the first set we showed you. And what was the update on stock on number 1? Over 40% on the fairy collection has gone. Now, set 4. Dun, dun, dun. Wow, 85% of set 4 has gone. This is set 4. That's the one that, well, as soon as we showed it to you, it was the first one to really kind of absolutely fly. This is potentially going to sell out. We've only got 15% of the stock remaining. If you want it, grab it. It's got the glue in it. It's got the word peace. It's got birthday wishes. It's got those beautiful wings, which could either be butterflies or indeed fairy wings. It's now limited stock. It's 563411. Is this going to be the first bundle to sell out? Pop it in your basket quickly. You'll only be charged $24.99. If you're a Freedom member, you don't even pay the postage. We'll deliver all of that, and that's a weight because it's all metal. We'll deliver it for that postage, and we'll deliver it £100 worth for $24.99. Good, eh? What a bargain. I bet you're glad you tuned in this morning. I didn't know this was... I saw Secret Santa on my schedule like yesterday when I was looking at what I was doing today, and I thought, oh, what's that then? Tonic Secret Santa. Didn't realise it was basically the Bags of Inspiration idea, which is what it is. Where you get you only pay $24.99, but you get £100 worth of tonic goodies and tonic dies. Now, there may be a little variation along the way. Contents will vary to a degree, but this is a really good indication. You might even get more than what we're showing you. Actually, that's more likely to be the case than the other way. So you're going to get £100 worth minimum value from tonic for $24.99. But in this one is the one that we're calling Santa Friends Collection, or the Secret Santa Friends Collection. Over half the stock has gone on this. Many of you are going for more than what I knew you would. It makes so much sense, especially as the flexi order option is there for you if you spend over £60. We're getting quite a few of you from Europe as well, watching and buying and ordering. Not many American viewers at the moment because it's probably still the dead of night in quite a few places in America, but certainly in Europe, if you want to get the Freedom membership sorted, so you don't have to pay shipping and handling or P&P, just go to the website, hochanda.com, and you can actually join Freedom wherever you may be in Europe, and you won't have to pay P&P. So I don't know if we could we put the slide up for European membership? Can we get that? We'll get that for you in a minute, and it shows you all the different countries and that sort of thing that you can get Freedom membership in. So in euros, it will be a few more euros than £24, obviously. $24.99 is all you're paying for all of these dies. So you've got the wings down there for your fairy, but equally they can be dragonfly wings. They could be flowers if you wanted those to be flowers. That would work. It could be a little skirt as well on a character. If I just bring in the fairy again. Just get the one that stood up and show you the fairy body. That works well with those wings, and it also works well
with her wings. That's like when she's landed, she's resting, isn't it? Yeah, kind of resting wings and flyaway wings. There we go. So she works beautifully well with both of those. And you always get lots of inspiration on the back of the packaging as well. If ever you're thinking, oh, I know what it does, I know what it cuts out, but I don't really know how to use it. So there it is as a dragonfly, and there it is. I think, is she a fairy there? Hang on, turn it that way. See, there she is as a fairy, and there's the dragonfly, there's the butterfly. So yeah, I love that design. That looks as if it's been done on, cut into acetate and painted possibly, or maybe with alcohol markers. Looks really, really lovely. 60% now this set has gone. You're loving the wings? Pop the fairy back so we don't get ourselves mixed, muddled and confused. What else is in this one then? Best Friends. I love the Man in the Moon. I think that's one of my favourite dies actually, that one. Now I've seen the eye and the nose, which is almost kind of camouflage. You don't even see it until someone points it out. And then the bauble at the end, well, that kind of speaks for itself, the teardrop bauble. Then at the top, again, the die that stays either in the cardstock or you can use the separate cutting die to cut it out. I love the fact it's the same at the top and same at the bottom, so you can fold it. You can make it into a handbag flap if you want to. You can wrap it possibly around an envelope, or you could trim it in the middle and use it on an envelope flap. That would be lovely and decorative. That would be the first letter that you open when you see it, wouldn't it? Then you've got your ovals here, or we're calling it the garden gate. Very ornate. Then you've got the bay scallop, and then you've got the word faith at the end there as well. But there's so much value in here. I don't know how we've been able to twist Tonic's arm to do this. I really do not know how they've said, yeah, fine. Because it is 100 quid's worth. Over £100 worth. It's a minimum value of £100. And if you think about what dies you already own and cost, and remind yourself how much you paid for them, whether they were from us or from somewhere else, you know, you've got a lot of value of dye at home, I'm sure you have. To get £100 worth in one order for £24.99 is just too good an opportunity to miss out on. Now, talking of freedom as we're getting lots of euros, lots of people buying in euros today, let's just remind you of the countries that we actually are available in. You can join Freedom if you're in any of these countries, and we will deliver whatever you buy from us free of postage charges, provided you're a Freedom member. You can sign up today. It's €14.97. That's all it is for a month, so that will take you through to the 22nd of January. And then if you buy these and anything else from Craft Price Drop or from Hochanda, you will not be charged any postage. I think that's amazing. You know, to have things shipped to Greece and no P&P charged is just too good to miss out on. So any of those countries, there we are. Fill your boots, join Freedom today, and then, of course, watch out for Freedom prices, which are discount prices just for Freedom members, and no P&P to worry about either. OK, now, set number 3 we're on. Now, this is the one that's got the big butterfly. 2/3 gone. At £24.99, this is 780171, this particular one, and this is the Best Wishes, or Secret Santa Best Wishes is what we're calling this complete bundle. This has got the one that we likened it to a seahorse, looking a bit seahorse-like. It is lovely. It's got one cutting edge on this one, which I've already taken off. So one side cuts out, the other side doesn't, so it stays in the cardstock. Hang on a minute, that way round, isn't it? Yeah. So you've got the cutting edge there, which matches, but then on the back you can see all of these different designs. So staying in the cardstock one side, cutting out the other, whether it's a bifold or a trifold, whatever you want to do with it, it's going to look lovely. And it works also horizontally and vertically. You know, that on the bottom of a card is rather lovely and rather different. On the side of a card, whether it's that way round or whether it's that way round, it's entirely up to you. But there's lots of potential for adding extra texture, threading ribbon through, all that sort of thing, because there's lots of little grills and little bars that are there as well. So it's a lovely die, that. I really do like that. Very unusual, different. We've got the sleigh. Only got 10 minutes left on the show. Where's this hour going? Wow, it's gone very quick. There's your sleigh. Again, you can make it into a 3D sleigh if you cut it out twice. Maybe put some doweling between it to make it three-dimensional. It's up to you. And then the star, it could be a sheriff star, it could be a twinkling star. Maybe make mobiles out of them, out of mirrored card. That would look lovely, so the light kind of twinkles on it. Make them into badges if you want to. We've then got our best friends, or best wishes, sorry, best wishes. So the wishes is like the ticker tape. And then this is the one that's got the little pinprick detail again. Again, it doesn't clog up the dye, it doesn't get really difficult or tricky to clean or anything like that. They're little cones that pierce the holes in the cardstock, and then of course you can either thread embroidery thread through, or you can just join them together with a pen, or do with whatever you want. I like the Nuvo Drops idea actually, because it shows you even spaces, so you don't end up with like a cluster of them and then, you know, they don't look uneven at all. And then at the end, lovely big butterfly die. Although, as I said before, it is perfect, not just as a butterfly, but it's perfect for our lovely fairy. OK, she's probably got the biggest pair of wings you've ever seen, but she looks almost like a carnival character, doesn't she? It's the sort of thing you'd see in a Rio carnival or something like that. The wings are as big as the body. But how cool would that be? That really works. So we've got lots of other wings and lots of other bundles here that you can use with her as well, but I think she'd look fantastic with those wings on, definitely. So that's your big butterfly, and at the top we've then got the word hope. That's in Will's hand, the font. And then all these matting and layering dies that we've talked about, loads there for your money. I'd pay £24.99 for that one set of dies any day of the week, and I wouldn't think that was expensive. I really wouldn't. And I'm sure many of you watching have done that. I've paid that sort of price for dies like that, and you thought that's pretty good value actually, because there are in this how many dies? It does say on the front, doesn't it? It is 10. Yeah, it's a £2.50 a die. I know there are big ones and small ones, and they probably won't be the same price, but on average £2.50 a die, that's not expensive, but that's only a small part of what you're getting for £24.99. Remember, if you do want to get the best value, what I'd be tempted to do today, because I really struggled at the beginning of the show to pick a favourite. Meg, my producer, said, which one do you think is going to be the most popular? It's turned out to be number 4, I think, because that's the one that's going limited stock probably any minute now. But they're all great. So if you want to go for 2 or 3, if you go for 3 or more, you'll open a flexi order, which means you only pay half what you need to today and then half in 4 weeks' time. Now, set 4. Single figure stock now, less than 10%. Ooh, less than 10% of the stock remains. If you want it, set number 4, £24.99. 563411 is your item number. It's going to go any minute now. Is it going to sell out while I'm still on it? Possibly. That's the one with the glue in it. This is the most popular set out of all 4 of them. 563411. Put it in your basket and check out on the website, or get the operator to process your order. 01733 602000. That will get you through to our call centre just up there. And they will process your order, and you'll have one of the last sets of set number 4. This is the one that's the birthday wishes. We've got 2 left now. The next 2 people to go for 1 left. £24.99. The next 1 person to... They're gone. So, number 4's gone. Congratulations. Here's Janice to talk about freedom, and I'll remind you of the last 3.
Hello everyone, I've got a minute or 2 to tell you why you should all be members of Hochanda Freedom. Did you know that with Hochanda Freedom you could be saving on your deliveries every single month? For just a £6.97 monthly fee, you'll benefit from unlimited standard delivery, which means the more you spend with us, the more you save. And do you know the best bit? You can cancel at any time. Becoming a member of Hochanda Freedom, you'll also be able to take advantage of our exclusive Freedom members discounts, where you can save anything up to 20% on an already fantastic Hochanda price. Freedom members will also receive our exclusive members badge and Freedom newsletter, which will keep you updated with all the goings-on behind the scenes. Look at all these benefits for £6.97 per month. Over 12,000 of you are already members, and we thank you so much for being part of our family and sharing your crafting passion with us. In fact, I'm going to hand over to you to tell everyone else about your experience with Hochanda Freedom.
I'm a Freedom member, which means I can shop a lot.
It's the discounts and all the special offers you get.
I get special offers, I get special discounts. They tell me when everything's happening. So if there's a special show I want to watch, then it's there.
I'm able to just shop when I'd like.
It's just good to have. Yes, you do save. If you buy like I do, you save.
You see, you could be a member instantly for £6.97 per month with no monthly obligation. So when you want to cancel, you can. Just give us a call or go to our website quoting the item number 888 So, don't forget you get your unlimited standard delivery, exclusive Freedom discounts, members badge and members newsletter. What are you waiting for? Join Hochanda Freedom today and become a member of the growing Hochanda family.
Thank you, Janice. Absolutely. Now, news is the 4th offer has sold out. The next most popular is number 3, which is this one, Best Wishes. This has now 70% gone. If you've just switched on, didn't realise what we're doing, we're giving you £100 worth of tonic dyes for £24.99. In a nutshell, that's what we're doing. But many of you have gone for more than one, so that you can have a flexi order, spread the cost over 2 payments, have £300 worth of tonic dyes for just under 75 quid and spread the cost in 2 flexis. It makes absolute sense to do that, because all of these dyes are dyes you're going to use. This is the thing. This is set number 3. This is the Secret Santa Best Wishes collection. Minimum value £100. This is 780171, £24.99. Gets you all of these. Contents may vary slightly, but only ever so slightly. This is a true representation of what you can expect to get through the door in the next few days. Right, that's set number 3. What about that butterfly? What about that being the wings of a fairy? Could be either or both. One of the biggest butterfly dyes in the show, and it's in this set right now. This is going to be the second one to go. I don't know whether we're going to have another sellout before we end the show at 11 o'clock. You can still buy these in between hours as well, provided the stock is still there. You can still, after 11, stock up with these. If your friends aren't in or they can't get to a method of ordering, they can't get to a phone or to a computer or whatever, got other things to do, get them to order this as soon as they can to make sure they don't miss out on £100 worth of tonic goodies for £24.99. Now, set number 3 and set 2, which we're about to look at, there's not much to choose between them. They're kind of neck and neck. Set 2 is now 70% of the stock gone. This is the Santa's Friend collection, okay, because we've got Best Friends down the bottom there. This has got the wings in it. So if you're going to go for set 1 with a fairy, you automatically have the wings for it, or it can be converted into a dragonfly or a resting fairy's wings there as well. I reckon, like Meg, my producer, was saying, it looks like a couple of fuchsia flowers. Yeah, it looks like a couple of buds, doesn't it? Really lovely. There's your Best Friends next to it. And then next to that, we've then got, of course, our Man in the Moon, which is lovely. Really gorgeous, that image, with the eye, so it's the Man in the Moon fast asleep, with the nose there as well. The fairies will fit in there and sit on there if you want them to, or one of them will. You've got your bauble as well. And then at the top, you've got the really beautiful, fancy matting and layering. I think that's one of my favourite matting and layering ones, the bay scallop. It's got lots of kind of curvature to it, lots of movement to it. And then the one that's on the left of the picture just there has got 2 cutting edges. So if you want to keep it in the cardstock or not, it's your option. You can use it in many, many ways. And there are lots of illustrations on the back to show you how you can keep it in the cardstock one side, cut it out completely, make it into a decorative box. There we go, look. Without using the cutting edges, it just stays in the cardstock. It's a lovely pattern. So that is set number 2, and it's £24.99 for £100 worth, OK? And then set 1, just before we say cheerio for this hour, nearly 60% of set number 1 has gone, and set number 1 has got the 2 fairies, the ones that are either down the disco or just resting. Again, they don't have to be fairies, they're just really cute characters, but you've got the 2 little fairies there that could be on, just perching on a hand or something like that. She could be at a disco or a bit of a dance somewhere or whatever, or a bit of a festival, anything like that. And then all of the other dies are included too. There's a resting fairy down there. You can snip her wings away if you want to. The bauble. I love the words at the end there as well. Awesome, cool and sweet. All 4 of those dies are in there as well. And then at the top, again, you've got your matting and layering dies, decorative dies, and again, the one here that you can use in all sorts of ways. I think you'll agree, this hour has just been a gift horse. It really is. There's still 3 offers available. We've sold out of number 4. That's gone. We've got literally 1, 2, 3 remaining. If you went for all of them, you could open a flexi order. Dead simple. Split the cost into 3. That would be under £75 today and just $37.50 today and $37.50 in 4 weeks' time. No P&P if you're in the Freedom Club. So it makes absolute sense. Now, we've got Deco Art coming up in a second, which will be fantastic. That's with the lovely Janice. I'll see you again after that. What am I doing after that? House of Alistair at 12 o'clock. I'll see you with Alistair and myself then. But grab your deal from Tonic right now on the website, hochanda.com. Ta-ra.